The Opie and Anthony Show on XM 202, featuring Opie, Anthony, and James Norton.
Creeping through the shadows, an unstoppable force lays in wait, ready to strike.
Oh my God! Oh, Jesus, Jimmy.
I get scared. He gets scared.
Oh.
Holy mother of God.
Oh, boy.
Please don't. God damn.
What?
Oh, it stinks so bad.
Oh, my God. This is killing me. You're killing me.
Uh-oh. Just fart so we can start the bit.
Oh, my God. Shut up.
I'm stung because I'm a shapely European blonde.
Anthony.
Jesus, we are just whores.
James Norton.
Look at this face. How do you not love it and want to kiss it?
E-Rock.
Sex Bagel here on the radio with you.
Sex Bagel. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
And Sex Bagel gets hit with poker chips.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
She enticed me. She enticed me.
Enticed me.
She enticed me, and she would ridicule me.
This is what it sounds like when doves cry. Good morning.
Hi.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show, the Friday edition. Thank God it's... The One virus spreading across America. And starting Monday morning, we go live in Chicago.
Yeah.
That's very, very cool. Extremely cool. Our phone number, 1-866-313-FREE. That's 1-866-313-FREE. What are you looking at?
Just the news is all around us, Opie.
Yeah,
I'm watching 3 different screens, all kinds of news going on. I can't get that stupid Karl Rove dancing off the screen. I even watched it last night on the computer for a little while. I picked it apart. I saw it from different angles. I saw the entire thing.
Yeah, they got a long version of it.
Yeah, where at one point he pulls out his cell phone and makes like he's talking with his homies on the phone. I'm sure everyone's seen it by now. The Karl Rove dancing at the that stupid press politician get-together they do every year.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful. Karl Rove.
Did he? I don't know. I don't get it. Did he think he was cool on any level, or did he say, all right, I'll just be the laughingstock of the entire world?
Of the world. That would be like watching Bin Laden doing like the Charleston. Da, 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 doing that weird thing where he holds his kneecaps and then like switches his hands back and forth. just our leadership looks like a bunch of dolts.
Yeah. Yeah. I swear to God, I don't know what to say about that.
I know. I'm sitting here like mind-blowing to look at. Like, I watched it yesterday and couldn't speak. I couldn't speak.
We just look like idiots.
And every newscaster that showed it, when they came back, they were just like stunned too. So a few of them were saying, I don't have anything to say about that, or I'm glad that's over, or they just...
You think the Chinese are doing that?
No.
They take it seriously every moment of every day.
They're buying up everything.
And that's why they're coming. They're on their way.
Yeah, you won't see any Chinese doing those dances.
They just look silly, doing normal things.
With
but
the
still.
dragon thing on, with the firecrackers going off their feet. That's a little silly.
You see them doing something called the fluff and fold.
Yeah, well. All right. Well, the phones are ringing like crazy for some reason. Let's say hi to Jerry in Boston. Jerry, what's up?
Hey, love you guys. Love the show.
See, our call screener's getting to you. Good.
I guess we got to bring everyone on board. Yesterday's Opie and Anthony show, wow, the ending was just terrific.
Yes.
We've been going after everybody lately.
It just seems everyone's a
Well, I'll tell you why, though.
douchebag.
Because we're being mentioned in a lot of articles, which is nice for the show. It means
Sure.
people are paying attention, and we got some popularity out there.
Yep.
We went after the manatees from the Inside Track in Boston at
Yeah.
the Boston Herald.
The fat broads that write the gossip column over there.
You notice they kept their big fat mouths shut after we went after them?
Not for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, though.
See,
That's when they open up their maw.
they knew they just came up with some just lies. And we called them out on it, and what did they do? They had no source to name
No.
because they made it up. They were hinting that we're leaving BCN for Dennis and Callahan. It's not happening.
No.
And then we find out that one of the guys writes for the Boston Herald.
Yeah. So who leaked that?
So we called out the
Gee.
fatsos, said name your source, and of course they just sat there and hid and cowered. Because that's what happens when you really challenge these gossip columnists. They get nothing.
Wait, one of the guys on that show writes for that stupid paper?
Yeah, he started his own rumor, and the stupid manatees picked up on it. And you know, our own John Minnelli was the consultant for the manatees. They had a radio show in Boston.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, my God, this is the worst show ever.
Yeah.
And they're off the air, but they lasted, I don't know, a little bit. And John was brought in to be a consultant for, I think it was WTKK or something like that. It was like a talk station. I guess they're still doing some kind of a thing there.
I couldn't tell you.
And Minnelli comes in to consult, and he's like, oh, my God, they're god-awful. But the station was too scared to get rid of them right away because, you know, they got a little power with this stupid Boston Herald gossip column they do, the Inside Track. But finally, they got rid of the fatsos, and they went back to being, you know, little nosy Pete's.
Gossips.
And we called them out this week because we're mentioned in the article. That's why. That's why it seems like we're taking on everybody, because lately there's a lot of people writing about us.
Yeah, we don't really mouth off about people unless they start, mouthing off about us. And then what are we supposed to do? Just sit back and not say anything?
Yeah.
Well, yesterday.
Well, yesterday you did sit back and you did not say anything.
Well, I tried. You don't think I thought about this all night?
How was your night, Anthony?
I was restless. I did a lot of thinking.
I read some message
A lot of
boards.
what ifs.
I read some message boards last night. Oof.
Oh, I know.
Oof.
I was getting pounded.
Oof.
Funny.
Look, I was so close to pulling that trigger.
Well, we finally got on the phone with Mancow.
Well, he wrote...
Should we get into that now or a little later? I think because they're still trying to find the article. Because we're minding our own business at the end of the Opie and Anthony show yesterday, and then someone brings it to our attention that Mancow is trashing us again,
mouthing off about
and calling us failures in this article. And it's like, who's failing in this business?
Who's the failure? If you put our careers side to side, look who the failure is. Is it the guy that's lost just about every major market he was ever in and is on in maybe, how many was it? Maybe 10 or...
It was about 10 or 12 places, and most of these...
Can't even call them markets. They're just like places. You're right.
They're big towns. They're not even cities. They're big towns. And one of his big gets was Des Moines, and he got dropped from Des Moines.
Dropped from Des Moines.
He's not even heard in Chicago, where he made his name in radio. They even said, who wants to hear a goody two-shoes?
And he's just, he is a goody two-shoes.
Who the hell
now.
wants to hear a goody two-shoe?
A born-again goody two-shoes. He used to be the shock jock.
Right.
And now he's coming out against any type of, any type of entertaining radio. And not even shock jock. It's like saying you're coming out against hippies. There aren't any shock jocks left. There really aren't. There are a few dopey shows doing some dopey things, but as far as the shock jock genre, that's extinct now. The
Yeah.
FCC and the fear of the FCC has pretty much put a stop to that kind of radio.
We're still an edgy show, but even back in the day, we didn't want to be known as shock jocks. That's such an easy label to put on a radio show.
But it's what the press will see. Like, and that's something you got to do as a radio show. You have to get attention, so you do things that get attention, and that's all the press sees. They don't listen to the show on a daily basis, so they make you out as a shock jock, which is fine. That's how they see it. I have no problem with that. But Mancow is completely denying the fact that that's what he did. Yeah. He was a shock jock, and he was one of those, like, just typical hack shock jocks. Everything he did was fake and set up. Like, and even his listeners are chiming in on message boards and stuff and saying, yeah, all that stuff was fake. When he had his stunt guy, Turd, are you okay, Turd? He's in the car. He's headed toward the wall. Turd, are you okay? And then you would hear some awful sound effect from the sound effect library. You'd hear like a car crash scream that you heard on like some ABC show the night before. It's like, wait, I heard that car crash. It's like the fake scream. Yeah, you'll hear this. Go wait, I hear that on the O&A show. That's one of Joke Bombs.
That's not even a real car crash, what you're hearing.
Or this one
that was made up in a studio somewhere.
Yeah, you will hear that scream on TV show trailers everywhere.
Sure.
It's like, on the next 24, a woman's in trouble. You'll hear that. Well, believe me. And I laugh every time I hear it. I go, hey, that's our scream.
By the way, Mancow's going to have a lot of fun on his show today. Our pests are beating the crap out
of course.
Right out of the gate today. Anyway, I think this is the one you're talking about, Anthony. It's quick.
Turd?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready, bud? 15 miles an hour. He's going to give us the countdown
20.
as he goes racing into the side of a factory.
25.
Factory.
30 miles an hour.
35.
35 miles an hour right now.
You're the concerned hole in the background.
Law enforcement's been set up. Oh my God. Come on, Turd.
45. Dial tone and
look, I just got the biggest douche. Look at my arm. Douche chills for everybody.
Little bumps on it.
Douche chill.
And to the side of a factory.
Dramatic music, car crash scream, and then the phone hangs up.
Yeah, what?
And then, oh my God, is he all right? I don't know.
You okay, Turd?
Hopefully he'll call before the end of today's show. And then, of course, he doesn't call because you want to get the TSL up, right, Mancow? Oh, well, maybe we'll hear from him tomorrow from the hospital. And then you don't because you want to keep that TSL and the Cum coming in, right, Mancow? And then finally you get the update. The reality is that sounds so fake. I'm embarrassed for him.
Did anyone listen
to that? I'm embarrassed for Chicago that they actually were digging this crap. Matter of fact, our own little Jimmy Norton was in on one of his fake stunts.
We found that out yesterday, before Jimmy Norton was involved with this fine program.
Yeah, I was doing very little radio. I was touring with Dice. I think it was like 98 or 99.
Yeah.
And I had met Mancow, and he flew me out to Chicago to play a rapist on his show. Like, on the radio show, to play a rapist. Like, he said you have to be a rapist, and, like, he was, like, kind of, like, be concerned, like, activist.
So he's going to be the guy that's outraged at your actions.
Yes.
So he can make himself look like a good guy. Like, look at what I'm doing. I'm exposing this guy, and I'm not going to take any guff from him.
It was
and meanwhile, it's Jim Norton, comedian.
Yeah. Well, as perverted as I am, I've never even forced anybody to do anything in bed, much less raped anybody.
Yeah.
I felt like a tool because it's like we're talking, and I had like notes and stuff. I don't know how to be a rapist. It's not as easy as you think. You know, I get out the shoe polish and I'm putting it all over my arms and face. And at one point he goes, there was a girl's voice. He goes, "Get out of here! I don't want you near this guy. I don't want you near this guy." But I'm like, "There's no one in here."
There was no one else in the studio.
An invisible girl.
Yeah, no one had come in. And then he's like, was kind of goading me into like saying like, "Do I molest children?" And I'm like, I didn't go down that road. I'm like, "No, I don't like kids because I think I'm going to be a rapist, not a pedophile."
Right.
I mean, there's like different genres of that.
Of course.
This was
your motivation?
Yes.
Just about all of his show was just
fake
over the
set
top
up stuff.
Fake.
It was phony set up stuff.
So now Mancow made a huge living being a shock jock for Chicago and other markets. Did very well. He's living in a fine house, a mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Has more money than he knows what to do with. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's like wants to be responsible on the radio and start a organization for responsible radio. So we're like, oh yeah, why don't you make a real statement? And this is in print now today, by the way. Why don't you make a real statement and give back all the money that you made being a shock jock? That would make a statement.
Yeah. Give it to charity. Give it away.
And then, he's saying stuff like, well, voyeuristic radio's dead. No, it's not, by the way. No, it's not.
Oh.
People still like to listen to radio shows like they're rubbernecking a car crash on the highway. Yeah. Trust me, that'll never go away. That'll never go away. Voyeuristic radio will always be around.
And he
likes using that term. Voyeuristic radio is over since the Janet Jackson incident.
He said
the reality is he changed as a person and became whatever. A douche.
Whatever he is, yeah. He said that 9/11 and the birth of his kids changed me completely. And changed him into, a douche. A douche that even his hardcore fans now see as a douche and aren't listening to. And he's being thrown out of markets left and right. Talk about failure. The guy has been thrown out of small markets. He's on in 10 towns, not even on in Chicago anymore. And then he lies and says, well, people are, I'm getting offers around Chicago. No, you're not. He's a liar.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't even have brought him up, but he had to drag us into his crap.
Yeah, we got the statement finally in front of him.
So we comment about it, and then he says, he doesn't want anything to do with us hitching onto his star, which that killed me yesterday when I read that.
We can't even pronounce the towns he's in.
And we want to hitch onto that star?
Could you throw up his markets again for us? Because we can't even pronounce them. They're big towns in America that we've never heard of before. We're in such places as Chicago, New York, Philly, Washington, City. Boston, Vegas. It goes on, Cleveland and Providence and all these places. And he's in such markets as, wow, there's only one station listed? He must have had a really bad night. Anyway, here's his statement. Embattled former CBS radio chairman, CEO Joel Hollander, who was ousted this past Monday and replaced by Dan Mason, particularly draws Mancow's ire. This guy was the NAB point man for bringing back terrestrial radio and controlled a tremendous amount of radio time in America. What did he do? He brought in and promoted satellite radio shows. That is disgraceful. The government needs to wake up and bust monopolies. I hate to say I was right, but I knew this would fail. I'm the only guy who said that since the beginning. Opie and Anthony are failing miserably.
Are we?
We're on in 25 cities across America, I believe. And that number seems to go up almost weekly at this point.
Let me do a little horn tooting here for a second.
Ooh.
Anyone in radio right now would love to be failing like we're failing right now. Well, there isn't a personality around that wouldn't want to be failing as miserably as we are right now. You get anyone in radio and say, whose career would you like to have right now? O&A's or Mancow's? And I believe they would pick this program than pick the one that's in 10 towns, small little towns around the Midwest.
And pretty much the number one show on XM satellite radio. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we're just failing miserably. And then he says there are no talent individuals, and they cannot survive in a post Janet Jackson or post 9/11 world. How moronic is it that Opie and Anthony would be your morning show? Look at people like David Lee Roth, Dennis Miller, Whoopi Goldberg. Can we stop there are radio people who could do this job because we know this art form.
We know this art form. Well, your art form is getting you thrown off of stations. And the only stations you have left are small little towns around the country. You're a loser. You're a failure. You're a douche.
And now he wants to do responsible radio. Well, give back the money you made being a shock jock, and then I'll be impressed. I'll admit it. I'll finally be impressed.
My foundation for responsible radio.
Voyeuristic radio's
Voyeuristic radio's dead.
Really?
What I'm doing now is educated radio. You're an ass.
So we brought this to everyone's attention yesterday late in the show, and then we said, you know what? We try to fight our battles face-to-face.
Yeah.
Whether it's face-to-face, like I'm looking at Jimmy, or on a phone, kind of face-to-face, you know what I mean? We try to have some kind of contact with the person we're having a problem with.
No middleman writer for a trade publication is what we're talking about. We got a problem. We'll get on the phone and try to get the guy and actually talk to that person.
Yeah. And by the way, for the people that kind of heard a lot of this yesterday, we do have an update, so don't worry.
Yeah.
You'll get something new here today. So after the break, I can tell you this much. Anthony from the Opie and Anthony Show was on the phone with Mancow yesterday.
That's right.
And we're going to show you how it went. We're going to let you hear how it went.
No holds barred.
No holds barred.
It was ugly.
Yes, it was ugly.
We got the tapes to prove how ugly it was yesterday. And we're going to play them next on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A Uncut and Live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Killer Comedy is coming to Vegas. The Opie and Anthony Traveling Virus is kicking off on Saturday, April 14th at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. And the guys will be broadcasting live at the Hard Rock starting at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. After the broadcast, make sure you tune in to Bodog Fights Clash of the Nations, only on pay-per-view. 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Killer comedy followed by real killers beating the hell out of one another. It's the mixed martial arts event of the year. Go to bodogfight.com for more info.
Want to get in touch with the Opie and Anthony Show?
Oh, yeah.
By phone, call 866-WOW-1-WOW. That's 866-WOW-1-WOW. Or online, go to instant feedback at opieandanthony.com. Cell phone and PDA users, send your message to feedback at opieandanthony.com. XM202.
It's going to be a very busy morning. We got Kurt Russell stopping by in about an hour. He's in Grindhouse, right?
Yes.
Very, very cool.
Tarantino film.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The O&A virus spreading across America in the middle of this man-cow thing that happened yesterday. You know, he takes his shots at us from time to time. I do believe, and we don't toot our horn often, but I do believe there's a jealousy thing happening there. He got kicked out of Chicago. His hometown station didn't want him anymore because the dude kind of turned his back on what got him to where he was in radio.
Which is fine if you're able to then do something else. But the guy's incapable of doing the type of radio he wants to do. He wants to be like Sean Hannity, like Rush Limbaugh. Yeah, he wants to be relevant. He wants to be political. He wants to be accepted as a legitimate news guy. And he's really too stupid and uninformed and ignorant to do that type of radio. That type of radio takes a lot of work.
Right.
Believe it or not, a lot of people are like, I don't like that kind of stuff, whatever. But you really have to be informed as to what's going on in the world if you're going to do that kind of radio.
And that doesn't even really bother me. What really bothers me is he made a lot of money doing the shock jock thing. Yeah. And now all of a sudden out of nowhere, because he can't do it anymore, he's going to start an organization for responsibility in broadcasting. And I say it again. You know, make a real statement. Give back all the money that you made being a shock jock.
And he's trying to use this organization to take away the radio shows that had the ability to adapt to these new rules that were put on by the FCC and the radio companies, and actually do a show that's still edgy and fun to do.
And then he turns around and trashes shows like Us. And say voyeuristic radio's dead. Voyeuristic radio's not dead. It will never die.
People still love peering in through the keyhole.
Right.
seen a nude broad behind there.
And he continues to say that we're failures. This guy would love to be on satellite radio. Neither satellite radio company at this time has shown any interest in this guy.
No one's showing interest in this guy.
We're pretty much the number one show on XM satellite radio. I keep saying pretty much because in our demos that we're supposed to reach, we definitely are. But I think we're even the biggest show on XM overall.
Yeah.
Okay, that alone is pretty damn impressive, okay? But on top of that, then we get to broadcast on 25 radio stations across America. That's not failing. And he continues to say that we're failures. As he's in such markets as Atlantic City / Cape May. That's the closest market to New York City. We're being heard in New York City on a regular radio station. He's being heard in Atlantic City, and he's telling us we're failures.
When I'm in Atlantic City, what I like to do is listen to the radio. I don't like doing that gambling or anything when I'm down there. Being in a casino, I like listening to the radio. And if you look around the area that isn't casino in Atlantic City, I'm sure he goes over well with the demo that's living in Atlantic City.
Yeah, of course. We're in Washington, D.C. The closest market I could find for him is Salisbury, Ocean City.
Where's that?
I don't even know, man.
Maryland, I think.
And then you got fine big towns that he's in, like Otsego, Minneapolis, Wausau, Wisconsin. These are the big ones, by the way.
And this is the jackass that's calling us failures.
Missoula, Montana, Medford, Oregon, Stockton, California.
The guy that called up Joel Hollander and was begging for Howard's old job. And they would play the messages for the executives at CBS and laugh. They would laugh at his messages.
Because he was pretty much begging. Like,
He'd
hey,
call
I know
up
I could do
and
the
beg,
job.
yeah.
I know I could do the job.
So they would play his messages and laugh at him, not even entertaining the thought of bringing him on board. And he lies by going on and saying, yeah, well, you know, I'm going around and around with CBS and a lot of other radio companies. Are you?
Well,
no, you're not.
We're on in Chicago. He's in Champaign, Illinois. So that's pretty impressive, you know. It just goes on and on. Jamestown, North Dakota. These are his markets. There's not one big city among them.
Bismarck, North Dakota, Alice. That's where the raccoons are buried.
It's amazing. So anyway, we decided to take it right to him yesterday. We got his phone number, and Anthony got on with Mancow yesterday.
Well, you know, it's very tough to get through a screener, to get on the air, to actually get the host to plunk down the phone line, to be on topic, and to fake everybody out. And then it culminates in you revealing the prank, or in this case, we wanted to reveal who we were so we would be able to face him directly on the phone and confront his statements that he made about us being failures and why he's talking about us in interviews if he doesn't want anything to do with us, and address those things. So the only way to do that was to get through the screener, have a topic, talk about it, and then nail him on the air.
And if we were such failures, he could take us on very easily and just swatted us away, right?
Oh, my God.
But old pussy boy doesn't want anything to do with us.
Nope.
Old pussy boy. Well, here we go. Anthony talks to the phone screener yesterday.
Yeah, now, this is a whole nother thing. Because is this the clip where the phone screener tells me?
Yeah.
Listen what the phone screener is instructed to tell all the people that call in. This is probably one of the most pathetic things I've ever heard in radio. And I'm not kidding. When a host has to tell a screener to tell everyone that calls this, you have to be embarrassed.
Count the douche chills you get, by the way, as we play some of this audio.
Mancow, what's your topic?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm great. What do you want to say to Mancow?
Want to talk to the cow today? A little bit about this situation with Britain and the sailors.
Okay, what do you want to say about that?
I want to say I believe that the United States is being kept out of this by Britain because we have such a bad world view that people look at the United States as troublemakers, and I think Britain is kind of snubbing us on this one.
Okay, so they're keeping the USA out of it?
Yeah, it's a statement has been released from Britain that wants the United States to lay back on this and not get involved. We should be all over this subject, all over it. And the president's not even commenting, and that is because Britain has told us not to, because the world view of the United States is very poor, and this wouldn't help. They said it wouldn't help for the United States to become involved.
Huh. What's your first name?
Tony.
Where are you calling from?
Calling from New York. Listening online.
Very good. A couple of things for the show, man. Got to keep your radio or your audio down.
Got it.
Keep your comments clean, short and sweet, to the point, and start off by saying, "Man, Cal, love you, love your show." Okay?
You got it.
Thank you, sir. One moment.
Thank you.
I sound like such a douche.
No, you sold it, man. You sold it.
Yeah, I had to sell it. I saw he wasn't very interested, so I just said the same stuff with a little more energy.
Now, here's the deal, too, with for the new listeners. We had to get on ASAP because our listeners are they're just douches.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. The pests.
They want to pile on.
They want to pile on immediately. They don't understand a yield sign. So as soon as they knew we had a problem with Mancow, they were already searching out numbers and websites and all this stuff, and they were starting to make their calls as well.
Yeah, so they were going to blow up our spot.
Because the build-up to this was about 40 minutes, so we knew, oh my God, the pests are right behind Anthony, if not right in front of him.
Now, how insecure as a host do you have to be to have your screener say, make sure you say, Mancow, love you, love the show.
Whoa.
How insecure that the screener has to tell the listener to say that. And we didn't even think it was possible that people would actually do this.
Yeah.
But they do it.
Oh, yeah.
How phony is that? I mean, it's great when a caller calls and goes, hey, man, I think the show's great, or I think the show sucks, or whatever. You get this on this show on a daily basis. There are people that call up, love the show, hate the show.
Well,
we love it. Take the calls. But this one, the screener actually tells the callers to say that you love Mancow and you love his show.
So while you were on hold, you get to hear, his listeners kissing his ass, which is just an embarrassment.
Because they've been told to.
Yeah.
Matt, hello. Welcome to the program.
Mancow, love you, love your show.
Thank you, sir.
I was just
Thank you, sir.
He thanks him with the Reverend or the pastor, whatever.
He thanks him like,
oh, it's spontaneous. Hey, thank you. I wasn't expecting that.
Wow, geez, thanks. I really appreciate it.
You love me and love the show? Wow. Thank you so much. That came out of left field.
Right.
Such a surprise.
Marie, hello.
Hey, Mancow, love you, love your show.
Hi, what's up?
I just wanted to say that...
How embarrassing is this? I am embarrassed for this idiot.
You should say, praise the show. If you want to say that, say something nice about the show, but the same line.
Could you, or even be humble about it? If you could, you think you could say something nice about the show? We could kind of use it.
We don't do any of that.
No, none of it's done. But I mean, in the worst case scenario, it should be, could you say something about the show? We really need it. We're on in towns.
Not the same line over and over again. How do listeners not pick up the show? That's the same thing.
That's a Rush thing. He takes all his cues from Rush and Sean Hannity and all that. I mean, we love compliments, but we're not going to force you to compliment us.
Well, we did yesterday after we heard this. We thought it would be funny if people actually said, love you, love the show. But they said it with no, energy or passion.
The difference, and this is why we love our listeners in the end, they sounded like they had a gun to their temple.
Yeah. They're love you, love the show. Classic jackasses.
Let's go to Jimmy. Jimmy, hello.
Hi, Mancow, love you, love your show.
See, it's just I was told to say that. I was told, and please, if you don't release 270 Palestinian prisoners, I will be killed. That's what it sounds like. He's got a serrated knife against his throat, and he's holding up today's newspaper.
Oh, that's
pleading to his family. Love you, love the show. Please get out of Iraq.
Yeah, people want to hear that instead of an honest show.
The guy has been nothing but phony for his entire career. And it might work when you're doing wacky turd stunts. You might get some mongoloids that actually believe that's happening. But when you're trying to be a legitimate, poignant news guy, it's not going to wash. The phony, fake crap is going to be transparent to people that are actually interested in that type of radio.
All right, we finally got to the point. So finally Anthony gets on with Mandouche. And, you know, the guy's been dodging us for a long time. But he's brave on TV. He's brave in print. But now finally here's the moment.
It is.
Here is the moment going down.
It gets ugly.
Tony in New York, hello.
Mancow, love the show, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, I want to talk a little bit about this.
I love.
See, you couldn't even commit to it as an actor.
I had to say, man.
Yeah, just to kind of
get myself into a new character because I couldn't, as myself, say that.
Yeah.
Love the show, man.
See, Ant was acting as
it was so
a caller to a talk show.
It was so hard to say that, and I hate the thought that he might actually use it as a promo.
Of course he will. Of course.
Look what they're saying about me.
Yeah, if I suck so much, why did Anthony say this?
Because I wanted to be on the phone, and your screener told me to say it.
Man.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, I want to talk a little bit about this Britain situation with the sailors that were taken.
By the way, this whole time, I'm looking at Ant like, oh, my God, this is perfect setup. You're bringing them in.
Yeah.
And then Anthony's going to just right hook them. Bam!
Let me just spell out my strategy. Get him on the phone. Obviously, that worked. Give him his screener compliment. And then throw out an intelligent comment that he would, want to sink his teeth into. And then blindside him with my comeback after he's done commenting on that. Because there's nothing worse. Someone could call up and say, hey, you're a douchebag. Or, hey, it's O&A, why don't you talk to us? It doesn't have the same impact as when you fake them out first, actually get them on a subject that they like, wow, this is good, and then you broadside them. That really hurts. So there I was.
All right. And Jimmy and I are just looking at it and going, wow, he's doing really well.
Here it goes.
Here comes the knockout punch. Any second, here comes the knockout punch.
Hostage, as I see it. There's a problem. I don't see the president speaking out on this, and now I'm hearing that the United States has been told not to comment by Britain because of the worldview of our country. The British are telling us to please stay out of this so as not to make trouble. I see this as maybe Britain turning on us a little bit as an ally in this situation. What do you think about this?
Well, I think that's a brilliant thing. I think that's a brilliant question.
Thank you, Mancow.
Thing to bring up.
Yeah.
I think we need to keep our nose out of it right now. I think we got. We're like that. Well, Sam Childers knew this pygmy woman in Uganda, and she's a nice girl. She's always sticking her nose in people's business. And I think we need to keep our nose out of everybody's business right now. And I think England is saying, let us handle it, and I'm okay with that for now. But you better believe if it starts to hit the fan, once again we'll be there to save him. It's the Mancow Show.
Mancow. That's right. You heard.
Yeah.
There was no knockout punch.
That's what you heard. I gave him a good call. I was helpful.
We learned later on that someone tipped him off, and that's when he put Anthony on hold. So there's no interaction anymore.
Put me on hold.
He pussed out.
So I couldn't say anything else. I was taken off the air. I wanted to come back then. And that's why I kept the dialogue going a little bit. I wanted to come back and have another comment, and that would have been the blindsiding part. But it ended up just being a good call. I gave him a good call.
Too bad he didn't come back on. You could have yelled, Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
Yeah, what an ass.
Oh, my God. And me and Jimmy we couldn't even look at him.
Everyone was just staring at each other in silence like, what just happened? And I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. It's like calling up the bowling alley and going, hi, do you have 10-pound balls? Yeah. People enjoy bowling with them? Just good. Thank you. I'll be down. How much for shoes?
No punchline to your prank call.
There was nothing.
It was helpful.
Yeah. I helped him by giving him a good call.
Yeah. Well,
and he complimented me by saying I had a brilliant point.
Well, then, and then this went down right afterwards.
cut me off. I knew that was going to happen, too.
Yeah, it was you should have done them in the middle. It was tough, though. It was actually a valid question.
I was waiting to come back. That's why I said, do you? Like that.
Would it be funny if Anthony just became a caller to the Man Cow show and never confronted him?
That's pretty much what just happened, Jimmy. I just gave him a good call.
Way to go. How funny would it be if someone overheard that and thought he handled such like, this is what we're looking for, and all of a sudden we were fired, and he was put on in every market. Thanks a lot for nothing.
Let's say hi to Jim in Jersey. Jim, what's up?
Hey, guys, listen, love the show.
Thank you, sir.
After that call, listen, the first thing that came to my head was, down goes Cumia. Down goes Cumia.
No. I waited too long to pull the trigger. I was a sniper. I had someone in my sights right there.
And you didn't take
at the
shot.
last minute, I was just ready to squeeze off the trigger, and they ducked back into cover.
A truck goes by.
Something happened where I just, you saw the trigger being pulled back, the tension on my finger, and
then
something got in the way.
And then at this point, the pest just piled on and just beat the hell out of the screener, beat the hell out of the show.
Yeah.
And we were tipped off that he was tipped off, and that's why he put you on hold. He didn't want anything to do with us.
Yeah.
Another pussy boy in this business, by the way. So then we got a hold of the screener finally. We kept calling back for a half hour, but the pests were also calling, so there was a busy signal, and we finally got through to the phone screener here.
Mancow, what's your topic?
Hey, listen, it's Opie from the Opie and Anthony Show. Why don't we do this like gentlemen, and why don't you get Mancow on the phone so we could talk a little bit?
Tell Mancow to get on the phone.
I would stand right next to him, believe me, I'd put him on the phone, but I'm in a different location here.
You can tell him.
You've made my day.
Tell him we're on.
Tell you that much.
Why don't you tell him that we want to talk to him right now? You have the ability. Believe me, a phone screener can talk to the host.
Oh, absolutely.
So tell him we want to talk to him now.
Yeah, just tell
about
him
his comments to Inside Radio.
Yeah, just tell him we want to talk, and then if he doesn't want to talk, then so be it. But at least give him the option.
Give him the option. Don't you make his decisions for him.
Well, let me just tell you guys, you've made my last half hour here a living hell.
Yeah, the pests are fun.
I appreciate all the attention and the gay comments, but I really don't think you guys are going to get to talk to him today.
Well, why not, though? Why not?
Why not?
Because, for one thing, he's not here.
Dude,
second, I really don't have him here.
We're talking to a huge audience right now.
I know.
And Mancow has been Mancow's another pussy that just dodges people. He's been writing awful things about us in the press. So let's have some fun. Let's talk it over.
Put him on the air. Come on.
Put him on.
Tell him we're on and we want to talk to him.
Thank you guys for putting me on XM. I really appreciate it.
Dude, See, this is what you deal with in radio. Phonies.
That's it.
Bunch of phonies.
We tried to even be civil.
A bunch of phonies. And there you go.
That was the response we got.
There you go.
A call screener that can't contact the host.
There you go.
I'm not even in the same location. The call screener. Aren't you able to tell the host what calls are on the line?
And then, this whole story made a bunch of radio websites yesterday, and then they got a hold of Mancow later in the afternoon. And once again, all brave in print, but he had the opportunity to go on with us yesterday.
Yep.
FMQB, Mancow shoots down Opie and Anthony challenge. Opie and Anthony have sent a challenge to Mancow. Give back all the money he made as a shock jock. The challenge comes after the duo read statements in an interview with Inside Radio where Mancow is promoting his new Foundation for Responsible Radio. In the interview, Mancow says Opie and Anthony are failing miserably. They're in last place in Chicago. And I told Joel Hollander to his face that would happen. Wow. These are no-talent individuals, and they cannot survive in a post-Janet Jackson or post-9/11 world. We explained how we are surviving. You heard that, hopefully. Flaunting his new political style show with an election year just around the corner, Mancow added, how moronic is it that Opie and Anthony would be your morning show? There are radio people who could do this job because we know this art form. During the XM satellite radio portion of today's show, the duo went off on the statements and Mancow's recent departures from Chicago and Des Moines radio. They also attacked his use of stage calls and guests, including once using Jim Norton to play a child molester. Well, it was a rapist there, Mikey. Not a child molester. We were off for 2 years. We came back and got back more markets than when we left, and we got satellite radio, and he's calling us failures, said Anthony. Later in the program, Anthony called into Mancow's show posing as Tony from New York and wanting to discuss the Iran-Britain hostage situation. He was put on hold after being told by the screener to start his call by saying, Mancow, love your show. When Anthony was put on the air, he blew his opportunity to open dialogue with Mancow.
Thanks.
About the Inside Radio quotes by actually sticking to his call-in topic.
I know, that's really
Everyone's
funny.
in shock, like, what the F?
When I read that, I started cracking up. I'm like, I just stuck to my topic like a good caller.
And he was dropped before he could say anything else.
What an idiot I am. I was very interested in my topic.
While O&A said the call was allegedly dropped because someone tipped off Mancow about the true identity of Tony from New York, FMQB has learned that Mancow had no idea the caller was actually Anthony. Mm-hmm. That is such BS, by the way. Opie called back later as himself, but Mancow's screener wouldn't put him on air, telling him that you've made my last hour here a living hell. When Opie brought up that a huge audience was listening, the screener replied, I know, I've just talked to half of them, all 50 of them.
Oh, we get it.
He then told O&A, thank you for putting me on XM. I really appreciate it. The screener then hung up. Soon after, Opie said, Mancow's a pussy boy.
Yep. How else would you describe it?
For not taking our phone call. Yeah, absolutely. Because then we called back a bunch of times. He had the opportunity to go, face-to-face on the phone at least. And he chickened out just like Dyson, just like the rest of these fucking...
Oh, well, I certainly hope Al Dukes is down the hall.
That's right.
When potty mouth Opie hits the mic, Al Dukes better be sharp on the button.
He's very responsible radio.
I'm sorry. He's a pussy boy.
You know,
like
I might
Dyson,
have to support this Foundation for Responsible Radio.
What if kids are listening?
Kids listening, Opie's potty mouth.
Here's the update, by the way. See, then he gets brave again because, he's safe behind a computer or, away from us. Mancow was unavailable for comment immediately after his program due to personal reasons.
I'm an ass.
But he contacted FMQB later in the day. When asked about the call by Anthony, he confirmed he had no idea it had even happened and reiterated his disdain for the duo. That's just a flat-out lie. That's a lie. We do a radio show. If something like this happens, you would find out immediately that it was like someone trying to mess with you.
Come on. You know me, the caller that you called, brilliant.
And then here's his quote. I don't want to boost a career that is over by letting them attach themselves to my star.
A career that's over?
Star?
Gee. Unbelievable.
We already explained that, too.
That guy's delusional.
We're in a bunch of major markets across the country and on XM Satellite Radio. He doesn't even come close to this. The fact is they're over.
Over?
Voyeuristic, stupid radio is
we're
over.
all over the country.
Right.
You dope 10-town idiot.
The fact is they're over. Voyeuristic, stupid radio is over. I'm not going to boost them up by getting into a fake radio battle. A fake radio battle? This is a real issue.
He'd know fake.
We effing hate you. You're a pussy boy.
Yeah, this has
You're a
nothing
coward.
This is not fake.
Man, coward.
Oh.
Their ratings are awful all over America. They want to start a fake radio battle, and I'm not interested. It's not a fake radio battle. These are real issues.
And first of all, you're not interested. We didn't bring this up, you idiot. And you're the one that went to Inside Radio and commented on us and started throwing out a bunch of lies about us. We're not supposed to respond. And then when we respond and want to actually talk to the guy, he pussies out. Doesn't take our call, and then says, I don't even want to have anything to do with these guys.
You don't want to have anything to do with us. You're so brave when we make the news for doing something outrageous, and you have no problem going on, Fox News Channel there and just trashing us and saying just amazing lies like you've met us and you've talked to us and we're just awful human beings when we're not doing our radio show. You don't know any of that crap, but you had no problem doing it on TV, and you continue to talk about us when our name pops up, but you don't want anything to do with us?
Dude, he's over. He's jealous. No one ever contacted him about taking any of the slots that Howard had. No one ever contacted him. He was the one that was bragging to the press. Look up, punch it up on Google. He was bragging to the press that he's the one that's going to be taken over, and no one called him because no one wants him. He got thrown out of Chicago. He's been thrown out of L.A. He was thrown out of Des Moines. The guy has 10 towns left that he's broadcasting from. No one even knows where he broadcasts from. He does a podcast, It's just the guy is on the downslide. He's done. He had his moment. If you can't come back from that situation, you're done. We were off, like I said, we were off for 2 years. 2 years without being able to utter a peep on regular radio. And we were able to come back.
And satellite radio. We weren't on regular radio for over 4 years.
Yeah, for over 4 years on regular radio. And we come back, and we're in major markets.
Reinventing ourselves every day, by the way.
You're in small towns, and you're calling us failures?
And then he finishes by saying, and he could have done all this right to our face, by the way.
Yeah, do it on
We're
the phone.
We're not scared.
We were right there yesterday.
We take on all challengers.
Just a phone call away, douchebag.
I get to work on a radio show, he says, the best radio show in America. And I'm not calling other radio shows trying to get attention.
No, you're just babbling about him in print articles.
And on TV when you get the chance. Because you know, wow, this I finally get to show my face.
Yeah.
Not because it's something you're actually doing. You have to talk about us, you douche. It's so pathetic. I'm out of it. I'm done. Have no desire to be part of that, even a little. And then it goes further. FMQB contacted us and contacted him. Said, look, why don't we discuss this? Why don't we just discuss this?
Yeah.
And FMQB was going to write about it, get us on the phone with a moderator, and we were going to talk voyeuristic radio, shock jock radio, responsible radio. And we said, yeah, no problem.
Yep.
No problem. We'll kick his ass with our intelligence.
Get some facts.
No problem. And guess who pushed out? Guess who pushed out?
Man.
Guess who pushed out? Old pussy boy. That's right. You're a pussy boy. Boy, in my neighborhood, you know, you call someone a pussy boy. Those are fighting words. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Nothing, because you're a coward.
Pussy boys fighting words on the Upper West Side?
Oh, that's where I live now, but I'm...
Oh, okay.
I'm from the mean streets of Centerport, Long Island. You know. Some of these clamors, you know, they got a little scary when you met them in the bars and stuff.
It's a pussy boy and some effeminate man hits you with his poodle.
For associating him with that disgusting thing.
He's a coward. There you go.
Yeah, that's obvious. So, you know, that right there is just, it's proof of so many things. It's so telling. From him not confronting us to this call screener having to tell the listeners to say, love you, love the show. That right there is just so embarrassing. To listen to was like, when he said it, I was stunned. And then to hear a caller, the first call that popped on, actually say it was beyond us. We all lost our minds trying not to laugh out loud, just in case the screener was listening in, but we were all like, we had our hands over our mouths. We were laughing so hard.
More phony radio. This business is filled with phony radio, but voyeuristic radio will always be around.
Yeah.
Mark my words.
It doesn't mean...
Way past our careers, voyeuristic radio will continue.
And let me tell you,
it's
voyeuristic radio isn't, let's get a woman up here to drink so much water that she drops dead. That isn't voyeuristic radio. You don't have to go from one end of the spectrum to the other. There's a happy medium between doing a diverse radio show that includes some things that are a little shocking and sensational and other things that are informative and fun. You know, it's a well-balanced show. But he's coming out, and now he's going to be the voice of authority of what should and shouldn't be on the radio? Go screw.
Man-Cow, love you, love your show.
Hi, Man-Cow, love you, love your show.
Hey, Man-Cow, love you, love your show.
Love you, love your show, Man-Cow.
Man-Cow, love you, love the show, man.
Hey. Why did he have to be the last one? That was a character. I was doing character like Mr. Ines.
We had an incredible week of radio. We took on a lot of people this week, and we'll continue to take on a lot of people. You know?
Yeah.
Some people, they call up, why do you... We do it because, you know, they're talking about us in the press, and we're not going to just lay down and take it. Sorry, we're not.
Yeah, we don't just jump on people out of nowhere.
Well, Steve Harvey. Oh, no, but that was an article, too.
No,
That started with a dumb article, too. He challenged everyone.
Department of Funny.
He said no one could beat him in the Department of Funny. That's right. So we were dragged into that one as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, there you go. I say it again. Man-Cow is a coward, and he's a pussy boy. Kurt Russell on the way. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony!
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Good morning to Chicago. They're getting some attention today, obviously. Good morning to Boston today. They're getting some attention. And I want to say good morning to Providence. Ooh. They're liking the show up in Providence. They're motivated at the radio station, and they're like, hey, talk about Providence. Give us some stuff to talk about, and we will.
Did we say Chicago, too?
Yeah, we did.
They're very lovely.
Now that it's spring, I think we want to make a visit to Chicago, by the way.
Yep. Yeah, we kind of steer clear in the winter. Sorry, Chicago, but damn, you're cold.
Yeah. Oof. Good morning to Chicago and Providence and Boston and Buffalo. A couple truckers made the drive down from Buffalo to New York just to say hi to us. So that was pretty cool, too. Story of the month. This is the last day of the month. We started this bit, obviously, in early March.
Mm-hmm.
Something we want to do, but we started with the doozy.
Yeah, it was a good one.
So the bit kind of fell by the wayside as far as the first month goes.
Very hard to top it.
Yeah, this is your story of the month. We have one last chance to beat out this story, by the way, that we're going to get into. But here is your story of the month.
The arrest itself of a middle school principal selling drugs out of his office, well, that's unbelievable and bizarre enough. But what we've learned tonight, some police sources say, is shocking.
Well, I'm not going to comment on the circumstances of his arrest.
But it's the circumstances during the arrest of 50-year-old John Acera that makes this case incredibly bizarre. As we first reported, police arrested the Nitchman Middle School principal on drug charges at his office Tuesday night. But that's only part of the story. Tonight, police sources tell me cops were shocked and in disbelief when they stormed his office. Sources say not only did they find drugs, money, and a pipe, they also found Acera completely nude and watching gay porn with sex toys in his possession.
There's your story of the month.
That's great.
We're gonna attempt to beat that this morning with good
luck.
Bradley. We meet Bradley today.
Let us meet Bradley.
Coming in just under the wire.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. It has potential. We get to meet Bradley. Oh my God.
Bradley rules.
Yeah, we heard a little bit of this during the break, but the clip I didn't play for you, it's a good one.
Bradley Bernstein is 48 years old, but his parents still call him their baby.
We feel that we were chosen to have Brad and to give him what he needed in his life.
So far, so good, right?
It's nice.
Caring
chosen.
Parents.
We're going to past life Hitler?
Huh? Well, they don't know that yet out there.
Or you can tell, like Jimmy said before, you can tell just by the kind of the setup that he didn't just win a chess championship.
So far, all they know in Radio Land is that there's some caring parents out there with a kid that's a bit slow, and
they were chosen.
And they were chosen to have this type of kid, and they love Bradley, and he's 48 years old.
And
now.
They still call him their
baby. So far, so good, right?
But that never says intellectual superstardom where the story starts like this.
Yeah, you kind of see where this is going early on.
The word Mensa is not going to be used anytime soon.
No.
Does what he needed include electric shock? Because for nearly 40 years, the Bernsteins have been using a cattle prod to shock their son.
She said they were chosen to be his parents. She didn't mention it was by Con Ed.
Oh, guys, Mad Cow is going to be calling responsible radio.
This is hurtful.
This is hurtful. No one wants to hear this on their radio show.
The cattle prod they're using?
For 40 years.
For 40 years.
Bradley, stop eating the crayons!
Bradley, stop talking. My show is on. Bradley, those socks don't match.
Bradley, step away from the family photograph.
Bradley, you didn't finish your bowl of paint chips. Oh. Bradley's an ass. Bradley, how long have you been the producer of the Opie and Anthony Show?
Bradley, that's not a shoe, it's the cat.
Bradley, stop petting that small dog with that shovel. Ugh. Smack Bradley's face.
Poor Bradley. Yeah. For 40 years, the story continues.
You see, Bradley is severely autistic and mentally retarded, diagnosed at age 3. He lives in a group home, only speaks a few words, and spends much of his day rocking in a chair with the lights out. His parents tried psychotropic drugs, restraints, then someone suggested the cattle prod. They insist the only thing that stops Bradley from beating himself...
Why so vague?
It's just someone suggested a cattle prod. I'd hit that boy up with a cattle prod.
Right.
All right. Sounds good.
Was it like the list on a list of suggestions? Like, our son, he rocks, he can't communicate. Well, did you try Ritalin? Yes. Cattle prod?
Cattle prod. Someone.
Did you try backing over him in the street?
Someone suggested backing over him in the street.
For 40 years, they had a car in the living room, and then run him over whenever he talks when the program's wrong.
Someone suggested the cattle prod. They insist the only thing that stops Bradley from beating himself bloody, like many with autism do, is a sudden zap. It makes him forget he was hurting himself.
Really? It gives him a new hurt.
Yeah, that's what it is. Ow.
His parents should be cattle prodded.
I'm fine here, and you're cattle prodding me.
Well,
ow, ow, oh, I want a cookie.
Well, Bradley's mother uses the prod on herself. Oh, no.
Can you show me what it feels like? Woo. Do it again. Woo.
It's not something that's going to
Woo. 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 She gets a little thrill out of that, I think. Where is she using that?
Well.
Can you show me what it feels like? Woo. Do it again. Woo.
It's not something that's going to kill anybody.
This portable prod shoots 4,500 volts of electricity into Bradley, as often as several times a week. But now the state of Illinois says no more. It passed a law last year making electric shock illegal in community facilities. So Trinity Services, which operates Bradley's group home, has stopped using it. Yet decades ago, Trinity's Art Dykstra and other experts agreed a jolt of electricity was the only answer for Bradley. Dykstra wasn't aware the treatment continued this long until just a few years ago, when Trinity took over the home where Bradley lives.
It was supposed to be temporary. My goodness, it wasn't meant to be carried on for 30 years.
30, 40, they said.
Here's the thing, though. Bradley, if after 40 years, if you can't just show him the cow prod and say you know what's coming, he's a dope.
He really doesn't. Yeah, you got to actually hit him with the damn thing.
When your cat's doing what you don't want to do, after a week, if you hold up the little
spray bottle of water,
the cat's like, all right, I get it, I'm out of here.
Yeah. He's dumber than a cat.
A dog will poop on the rug until you smack his nose a few times, and then he's like, all right, hey, I got to go outside.
Yeah.
40 years later, Bradley's like, what is that thing? Is that candy?
No, Bradley.
Do we have to do this again?
Again, Bradley.
Anyway, this is a fine clip you're about to hear. Bradley's parents think they should be able to use the cattle prod and continue using it. The reporter allows them to shock her.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, please, God, please be in a tub.
The law should say, yes, Bradley can use the shocker. It needs to be used on him. Screw the law.
Fran and Bob Bernstein argue their son can still be shocked based on this agreement from 1987 with the Illinois Department of Mental Health. The department won't comment, but the agreement allows Bradley to be treated with electric shock. The Bernsteins still use the prod when Bradley is visiting them at home. The new law doesn't prevent...
Why the hell would he ever want to go back to the home?
No, I don't want to go home.
No, I don't want to go home.
John on Pal Talk. I got to credit John on Pal Talk.
Yeah.
Bradley, stop licking the electric outlets.
Bradley just wants a little birthday gift or something, and he's scared crapless to go home.
Poor little bastard.
One wrong move, and Jeez.
I hate to look at his pockets. Chewed gum and lint.
Oof, bugs.
Yeah, cat turds.
All right, here.
And a hat.
Thinks he's...
The reporter's about to get cattle prodded.
Prod when Bradley is visiting them at home. The new law doesn't prevent that. Bob says he shocked his son just 2 weeks ago. But at his group home, attendants now restrain Bradley or give him a drug to calm him. Fran still calls the cattle prod the most humane treatment and convinced me to try it.
I'll try it just for a second. Oh, that's not horrible. It's not pleasant.
No, but is it horrible?
No.
God, the mom is a sick one.
Yeah, you like that, don't you?
Yeah. They have one cattle prod. It's got like 2 ends on it that 2 people can enjoy together.
Double dong cattle prod.
Look, man.
We keep shocking till the heinies meet.
How could you do that to your own child? That's come on.
It might, I don't know, like in a case like autism though, man, shock might be the only thing. If it does stop him from hitting himself, I mean, you know, if it works, I mean, what else do you do?
Yeah, if he's pounding himself in the face, what do you do?
They laugh for a little while, of course, but then what?
But the mom's not even affected by it.
This old couple probably tried, like, at first to hold his hands away, but he's got that, you know, that strength that they tend to get. And, yeah, what's an old couple going to do? She's 48 years old. Maybe they had no other course of action.
Yeah, let's go to
shock them.
Let's go to Mike in Cleveland. Mike, what's going on?
Hey, this is it. Story of the month, just hands down.
It is pretty good.
You think this beats the meth dude?
Oh, yeah.
I'll say yes, because the meth dude is a one-time incident and a crazy dude. This is a 40-year ongoing thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I say no. I say if we heard from Bradley and we get to hear Bradley getting shocked, then you're talking.
Bradley.
Then it takes the title.
Bradley was like Edward Norton in Fight Club in the scene where he's in the boss's office. Just beating the crap out of himself.
Yeah, right on.
You got to hit him with the cattle prod.
So there you go. Isn't that the story of the month?
Shock the dummy. Shock the dummy.
Hey, that's irresponsible.
Shock the dummy tonight.
That's irresponsible.
Good zapping.
I don't know. That is a good story. That could beat out the drug dealing principal.
Naked, gay porn,
taking care of himself,
marital
gay porn.
AIDS. Yeah. All right, we got to step aside again real fast.
Yeah.
We got to catch up because is he here, Kurt Russell? We're going to talk to Kurt Russell next.
Here.
Rumor has it.
In the new movie Grindhouse.
Yeah.
New Tarantino
That looks
film.
good.
Does that open today?
I don't know, actually.
I know the skating flick opens today. And the reviews in the New York papers are very schizo. One's giving it 3 stars, the other's giving it like a star. Like, where's that movie? Is it
the Will Ferrell movie?
Yeah. And John Heder from Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
Okay,
what?
So he'll be here shortly. This is a new Tarantino film. We have Tarantino next week, too. We have, on Tuesday, I think.
This looks cool. I love the retro trailers for it. Like, brings you right back.
Yeah.
See the trailers for Grindhouse? It's great. It looks like the old, like, early 70s movie trailers.
Really?
Yeah. Action, suspense, drama.
All right, we're going to play a Stephen Lynch song as we go to break. Can we play my favorite, Special Olympics? Can we play it on this side of the show? Are they going to dump out? I don't know. What happens?
I think it's okay. It's not marked.
All right. Hopefully they don't dump out because this is a fine song from Stephen Lynch. We used to play the whole thing back in the day with no problem.
Be on it, Al.
Al, let it go. Just let it go. Let the people have a little chuckle out there. Poor Bradley.
I know. Believe me. I don't want to be shocked.
God, we should be able to shock the staff with a cattle prod.
Wow,
that would be fun.
Every time you wear a short shirt.
I don't like that idea. No one's going to be shocking me.
No.
Reds will die.
Or every time you smell like garlic, and I can tell on my way up the elevator, Steve is a garlicky Lebanese. That's all right.
I don't know what I had.
I don't know.
Hey, we got a funny coming in. It's Richard in Jersey. Richard.
Hey, how's it going, boys?
Hey,
Bradley.
I'm a substitute teacher in the public school system in Jersey City, and I could use that cattle prod with these little animals, if you know what I mean. Swoogies.
All right, why? How do you turn a story about Bradley and a cattle prod into a racist thing?
How is that a teacher?
Why does it always have to go back to the racist thing? Let's say hi to Eugene on Long Island. Eugene.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Good evening. What's up, Eugene?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, Eugene.
Hey, I'm a psychologist. I work in a school, and I work in an institution, and sometimes the cattle prod is literally the most humane way to get these people under control. If you watch them get violent, they can punch walls to the point that they'll break their bones, and they'll rip literally the skin off of their bodies and into the muscle. And so you can either, wrestle them for 40 minutes and then drug them for the next 6 hours, or you just zap them once and done. They're out of it.
God, I've never heard of this, but there you go. This guy's saying it makes sense.
Maybe they ought to call it something other than a cattle prod if it's used for that purpose. Yeah. That's what's so shocking about it. It's like they're using something they use on cows, you know?
And they use it on cows to drop them so we can get a nice burger and a nice steak.
Yeah. How about
these people are just uninformed, and so they make it sensational. But, I mean, they've tried literally everything before resorting to cattle prod.
How about other words for it? Maybe something like a little bit like more accurate, like a dumbbell stopper.
Hey, that's irresponsible. All right, hey, we got to take a break because Kurt Russell's in the green room. We don't want to make him wait. Big star coming on the Opie and Anthony show. We go to break with this from Stephen Lynch.
Watch them run, watch them fall, watch them try to catch a ball. Olympics, Special Olympics. Oh boy! Watch them laugh, watch them drool, watch them fall into the pool. That's diving. At the Special Olympics. You're shouting pity! And I know full well that I will burn in hell. But those guys playing wheelchair basketball gotta be about the funniest freaking thing I've ever seen in my life. Special Olympics. Special Olympics. Take it, Corky. And the Special Olympics. Oh, you're so sing pretty. You can sing at my wedding when I get married.
It's the Opie and Anthony show. The Opie and Anthony virus.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony show. We got to get right into this. We got Kurt Russell in studio. Grindhouse opens next Friday, right, Kurt?
Yeah, they're going to unleash it on the 6th.
Yeah, that looks great, man.
It's an amazing night. I was at the premiere in Los Angeles and in Austin, Texas, and I think that they get ready for it, but it's just been a long time since there's been a movie done where it's an interactive experience where you yell at the screen. And you try to not turn away.
Yeah, Tarantino also. It's like he puts his name on a movie. People are going to go see it. How is he to work with?
Incredible. His level of knowledge of the industry and the history of it is incredible, and that's what this night is about. It's just a step back. In time, to when the double feature was what we did.
That's what makes his movies so cool, too, is like that whole retro thing, because he kind of grew up and absorbed all that stuff and puts it in his movies. So if you're the same age as him or around that age, you look at certain things and go, God damn, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and it's kind of like being in his class, his film class. As the years go by and he keeps making movies, you learn more and more and more about film. It's through his love for it.
I also like his ability to take people, not you, for example, but someone like Travolta with Pulp Fiction, and actually see the potential that, hey, if I bring this guy into a movie, it's not going to be a goof. Like, what are you bringing this guy into a movie for?
In my instance, one of the things he said to me was, he said, look, you got a rogues gallery of characters, and I want Stuntman Mike to be up there on the wall with them. And he said, I'm sorry, but I want to see you be a badass again. So when I read the script, I went, if you're going to work for Tarantino, you want to be a badass.
Of course.
Right. So this guy's a psychotic mess to boot. So it was just a blast.
I know. Just the clip I saw from the trailer is hysterical. You're in that car, and I gather what's the basic gist of the storyline?
It's real. There's always a sliver of morality to these old grindhouse films, and this one is that if you're a young girl going to the bar to have a few drinks and you just get a little too loose and you need a ride home, you might be making the mistake of getting into Stuntman Mike's car. So don't do that. And he uses a car like some serial killers, use knives or guns or whatever. But it's it is in the grindhouse atmosphere of craziness. It's just a blast.
Very retro.
It's funny. It's so crazy that. But at times it's not. At times it's like it was then. It was like it's so shocking or awesome when you look at it. You're stunned for a few minutes. And then 30 seconds later, you're laughing really hard at what just stunned you. So
that's great.
I love that about his movies. Nobody does that better than him. And this one's just chock-a-block full of that.
You ever go to a premiere and watch it and then like, oh, this is not quite what I wanted.
Sure. That happens all the time. Every time you go to work, you try to do, something you hope is going to really work for the audience and the style of movie that you're doing.
Speaking of premieres, I got a quick story. Poseidon, you were in Poseidon. Right. And I was actually in the theater when you watched it for the first time. I told the story on the air, and I'm with my girlfriend, and I see Kurt Russell, you're about 5-6 rows in front of us, and you're going down the aisle trying to find a seat. And you sit right next to this girl. She has no idea it's you. I don't even know if you're going to remember this. That's fine, but I was observing this whole thing. She goes, that seat's taken. And I want to stand up and go, that's Kurt Russell. He's in the movie. Let him sit wherever the hell he wants. And you were so polite, I'm sorry. And then you found another seat.
Sure, that's okay by me.
Got up? Wow.
And then I'm watching you watch yourself on the big screen, which I just thought was beyond bizarre to me.
I actually got to do one scene in that movie that I really wanted to do, was the drowning scene. And it was
amazing. That was sick. I didn't see that coming. It was one of those moments where you're like, oh my God, they're going to kill him off.
That was the entire fun of it.
See, I like the remake, though. I know a lot of people, but I really enjoyed it. It was so close to being a really, really good movie.
And it got right to the action,
Yeah, the action scenes were amazing. Yeah, it just went right for it. And your scene when you drowned was, wow, it was really good. And I think you left right after that. You're like, all right, I don't need to see anymore.
I want to see that. That's all I wanted to see. And
there's going to be no sexy Shelley Winters up the dress shot, so why stick around?
Why stick
What's
around?
left?
I know how this ends. I'm done. I came to see myself, let's be honest.
And obviously you got to be sick of talking about it because everybody asks you about it, but Gilligan's Island. Kurt was on Gilligan's Island. I love seeing mega stars on these cool little
I did a lot of Gilligan's Island type things, you know.
Was that your first thing though that you ever did?
No, unfortunately I've been around a long time before that.
Yeah, we all grew up watching you with the Disney films.
No, I started
Disney films. I was a little nothing.
The computer wore tennis shoes.
There you go,
wait till you see. As a matter of fact, believe it or not, I mean, the weird thing about those days was when Quentin was getting ready to do Grindhouse, he said, I'm going to show you a night because we're going to have a couple movies, and he said, we're going to have a lot. He's going to have an hour and a half of coming attractions. He said, that'll really show you what it was about. And two of them were Disney movies that I had done. And it reminded me that's right. I used to sometimes go to the theater and you'd see a horror film or something, and you'd see, a coming attraction for a Disney picture. And they were you didn't know what you were going to get. And that was the fun of the night, too. You didn't know what was coming next.
Yeah.
So it was at that night at Quentin's was really fun, because I think everybody at that point, because a lot of young people that were going to be in the movie they'd never experienced that. And they kind of really, they began to get the idea of what this was.
We were talking about trailers for movies earlier and how they've changed over the years, and when you see one from years ago, it brings you right back, and you just, action, suspense, you'll be at the edge of your seat.
And the voice quality of those guys, one of my favorites is just keep telling yourself over and over, It's just
They did that.
These were the kind of flicks that you told your mom you'd seen Bush Cassidy and the Sundance Kid twice, so you really knew it well. Then you told your mom and dad, we're going to go see that again. And you snuck off to go see the picture where these versions will be violated in ways you can't imagine. I mean, so you could talk about it on Monday. Yeah. And the only question you had Monday morning was, did you ever look away from the screen? Did you watch the whole thing? And never once could a guy say, I watched the whole thing. It was like, no, man, I couldn't turn away when that thing was happening. We're eating the rats. Oh, man.
No one will be seated during the basement sequence. What happens in the basement? And it's great. It's a lost art.
It was, but you know what? It's cool, and at the same time, I think the thing that I experienced the most that was really exceptional was how, not just the detail with which Robert and Quentin wanted to do this night, but in Quentin's movie, it's got that Quentin Pulp Fiction feeling, which is, this is dead on. This is dead on, and this isn't. These people aren't doing camp or anything. They're doing the movie, and there's an accident in that's just, it's the most shocking thing I've ever seen. It's just unbelievably shot.
He had a problem. He had to cut a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah, well, some of it was just,
just way over the top.
Well, no, it's just some of it was just, you couldn't use
Director's cut DVD.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
By the way, that's come out.
That's what's so great about the movies that come out now, because I'm sure, like, you as an actor and directors, they get frustrated, like, oh, this is such a great scene, and I got to cut it to get the ratings, where...
years ago, you'd never see those.
You would never see it, but now, at least with the DVD, you're going to see all this extra stuff.
Well, one of the things I think needs clarification is the night of Grindhouse is 2 movies. It's 2 full movies. Rodriguez's movie is Planet Terror. Then there's coming attractions for movies that don't exist. And then there's the next movie, which is Death Proof. Now, when they go out on the DVD, they're going to go out separately, and when they go to Europe, it's going to go. Separately. Like we're going to the Cannes Film Festival.
Wow.
So, but it's it can cover that base.
This is the first movie in a while I'm very excited to see.
Oh hell yeah! Can I tell you something?
I'm serious.
I can tell you something. You guys are going to have a blast. The amazing thing about this movie that I watched is that at the end of the movie, it's a female empowering movie, and the women just of the 2 screens I've seen, they just stand up and give it a standing O.
Really?
Because they did not see this coming.
Oh, cool.
And it's hard to get that message out there. But these were pictures where girls used to like to go to them because they knew it was an excuse for the guy to like semi-protect them at times. You know what I mean? And you knew that too. But at the end of the day, there's some twists on these 2 films.
Are you selling this as a chick flick?
It is. You know what? At the end of the day, this is the crazy new chick flick. Yeah, really, no kidding. I'm not kidding. It's kind of as a twist at the end with my character that it will. For those who loved Escape from New York and the thing and some pictures that I did like that, there's some stuff you don't see.
Why don't you just tell us the twist?
I can't. I can't because it's just too much fun. You guys are. Yeah. I hope the 3 of you see it together so you can like elbow each other.
We will. Girls don't like us.
Oh.
Hey.
As long as Jimmy doesn't cut the bottom out of the popcorn again. That old gag.
A question about Escape from New York. This has bugged me since 1981. Why, when Donald Pleasance is hauling you up the wall, does he have to stop your ascent to shoot Isaac Hayes?
Just to aggravate you. Just to aggravate you.
You are the Duke
and
of
make
New York.
you. Yeah. You're the Duke. Yeah. Just to aggravate you and make you say, you gotta get Snake up.
They just hang out there while he's firing off at the president. He's shooting at you. It was just he
was a president who wore a blonde wig, so
That's one of those movies that if it's on, you're watching it. You got to watch some of those. Are there movies though that you've made that at the time were like great movies, did very well at the theater, people loved them, but you look back and they didn't date well? One of them I just saw recently, and me and Jimmy have a love-hate relationship with this movie. We talk about it all the time. Tango and Cash.
Well, Tango and Cash is a movie that was made for 15-year-old boys. I don't know how old you guys were at the time. It's literally made for that audience. And it center punches that. Once you move out of that movie's not meant for.
No, then it gets hysterical.
And then it's and then it's funny. And that's supposed to be that. No, what's been my experience is sort of the opposite. Is that John Carpenter and I made movies years ago. Bob Zemeckis and I made Used Cars. And at the time,
oh my God,
really funny.
Cars,
we talk about that one all the time too.
At the time, these movies were they didn't really know what they were. They didn't really know how to sell them. And over the years, the audience that has grown to love them, they're very proprietary about them. They really love them. It's like Tombstone. They're proprietary about that movie. That for them is the Western. And it's fun to watch the life that they have, because some of them, quite a few of them at the time, they got kind of like a mediocre release, and then there was a lot of the intensity that just flat didn't get it. Mm-hmm. Big Trouble in Little China was something that critics just flat didn't understand. Yeah. And I kind of like that. And this is another movie that, I don't know what this movie's going to do. It's completely, there's nothing else like it out there. There won't be anything like it. And it's one of those movies that I know, though, the integrity is complete. It is exactly what it's supposed to be, and like it or not.
Quentin's dialogue is great, too. Yeah, he can write some great dialogue where you're just like, oh my God, this stuff is brilliant, hysterical, funny.
And it really says something. It always says something. He's tremendous to work with.
Yeah.
There's something actors do, which I read. I was shocked too that you were the voice of Elvis in Forrest Gump, and it's an uncredited thing. And it's like obviously you just wanted to do it because you love Elvis.
Well, no, I wanted to do it because I love Bob Zemeckis. Bob came to me and said, "I need you to."
That's called a favor.
I need you to do something. I said, well, what is it? And he told me what it was, and I said, oh, cool. I said, let's not do a what do you call it, a credit.
Oh, you didn't want.
I said, because let's let people find this out over a period of time. And I always liked it because people would always say, well, now what was your most successful movie? And I always like to say, well, Forrest Gump. I made the most money.
Used Car. I'm such a dope. That's one of my favorite comedies of all time. It is one of the funniest films ever done. And people don't talk about it. Like that and Hollywood Nights, I think, were two of the funniest movies nobody ever talks about.
Well, you're wrong. A lot of guys do. You'll find them. You just got to find guys like you.
When they say comedies, they always find like Ace Ventura. People I talk to, they always mention these over-the-top. And that was just, this is a red effing car, Rudy. It just doesn't get any better than that. God, I forgot that was such an ass.
Yeah, that was back in the day where
I think, right?
It was Bob's second movie, and that's the same thing. I'll tell you what was great about working on this picture with Quentin was it had that atmosphere. When I was doing those pictures with John and with Bob, we were just a bunch of kids having fun, and we were just out there having fun, doing what we wanted to do. This picture is just like that. We were just doing what we wanted to do, and you got the Pied Piper leading the way, who's just a savant when it comes to film. There's nothing he doesn't remember or that he's seen, and there's very little he hasn't seen.
Yeah. He is he comes across as a little twisted in interviews and stuff.
He's manic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's always logical.
Easy to work with?
Oh, God, yeah. He's just a blast. But he's got his own world, and he creates it on film.
Yeah.
That's the Quentin Tarantino world,
Yeah, it's definitely
it's a fun one to play in.
Yeah, unique look.
Yeah.
How fun was it? First of all, Frank McRae. For those who don't know, he's a big black guy who was in used cars.
Great guy.
He shoved the old man in the car.
Yeah, how great was get in the car.
I don't want to look inside. Just get in the mother-effing car. He shoves him in. It was the greatest bullying scene ever. And then you being beaten up by Jack Warden. How great was that?
With a chain.
Oh,
in a pickup truck.
What a savaging. That was just a damn funny movie.
He talks about it all the time.
You can't not. It's one of those films. It's just everything. It was great tasteless humor. It was just the dead guy being driven into an exploding thing with gas on him.
It's a little irreverent.
What about Escape from New York? We're hearing things about a remake.
I guess they're gonna. I don't know. Listen, everything's fair game. I've watched them turn Stargate into a television series and Backdraft into a couple.
I don't understand why they have to remake some of these classic movies.
I don't know. Again,
it comes up from time to time. You're like what was the one with Peter Falk that we all loved that they made, and it was on the shelves for years?
The In-Laws. The In-Laws.
I'm like, why would you ever remake this movie? It was perfect.
Right. I don't know. Studios have different reasons. They see something that they think they can do well with.
And Escape from New York was just an amazing movie.
Yeah, well, listen, it'll always be there. John Carpenter's version is always going to be there. My version of Snake Plissken's always going to be there.
Yeah.
Hey, they're going to have to face comparisons, so they're going to be up against it trying to do a good movie. But I've done characters that were being done at the same time. I remember when Kevin Costner and I he was doing Wyatt Earp, I was doing Tombstone.
All right, yeah.
And you go out there and you throw it out there and you see what the people think.
See what happens.
That was an odd situation. Like, that pretty much was at the same time.
Yeah.
A lot of people got confused.
Yeah.
Like, who the hell is who?
Why don't you play the president in the new one? That'd be great to see you as the president. Although the greatest sound in movie history is the clunk of your bat with the nail in it hitting that bald head in Escape from New York. That could be the best sound.
But when you play Snake, when you create Snake, somebody said to me the other day, "Hey, would you do a cameo in Escape from New York?" I don't know if I can say this, but I'm gonna. And I said, "Oh, fuck that." I was Snake. I'm not gonna become the buffoon in the thing. I'll do that now in a different movie, which is like that's part of what's fun about Death Proof is I got a chance to take that persona, that aura, and amp it up about 100 degrees and have a blast and turn it on its head.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Fantastic.
We got to get him out of here. He's got to do the Today Show.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, we're having a great time with you, Kurt Russell.
You guys are fun.
The film is Grindhouse.
Amazing, yeah.
Next Friday it premieres, and it's done by Tarantino with obviously Kurt Russell and Rosario Dawson and Rose McGowan. It's just, actually a film I'm looking forward to.
It really sounds great.
Just keep telling yourself over and over, it's just a movie.
Only a movie.
Well, we got Quentin, I think, next week, too.
Oh, get ready. Hang on.
Yeah, he seems like
tie him down.
Can't wait for that one, man.
Yeah, chain him down.
Yeah. Hey, Kurt, thank you so much.
Thanks,
It's good talking to you guys.
Great.
It's fun.
We'll continue in just a bit. It's Opie and Anthony.
Steve, SOS, I need milk immediately.
Coming soon to the Opie and Anthony Show, Milk Diva World Tour. Featuring all your favorite Milk Diva hits. Live in concert.
My blood sugar level is dropping as I speak.
Featuring the classic There's a Deli Downstairs.
There's a deli right downstairs, is there not? Who the F gets milk from Dwayne Reed?
And who could forget the #1 smash hit, I'll Suck Milk Out of a Cow.
I'll suck milk out of a cow. I don't care. I just need milk.
Plus, special guest, the Milk Divette.
I walk into the studio and he goes, "Where's my milk? Why are you going to Dwayne Reed for the milk?"
And for the first time in over a decade, you don't bring me milk anymore.
And then I'm noticing there is no milk around, so I'm like, I will pass out.
You sound like a madman.
I know I'm whining.
The Milk Diva, coming soon to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie wants milk. He only takes it from CVS or Rite Aid.
Who would go to Dwayne Reed for milk knowing how desperate I am right now? You get condoms and maybe some shampoo from Dwayne Reed. You don't get milk from Dwayne Reed.
Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A Uncut and Live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
The virus is spreading. Opie and Anthony!
Hey, man, that was a lot of fun. Kurt Russell rocks.
What a great guest.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Grindhouse opens next Friday.
And I hope the rest of you got the douche chills for me. When we mentioned used cars, I went, I forgot about used cars. What a zilch.
You gushed.
I loved your reaction. You're a true fan, man.
I love that movie.
Your headphones went flying off your head because you got excited, threw your hands up.
What a girl. And I just, I forgot about it. I can't believe I forgot. It's such one of my favorite movies.
You keep talking about used cars. I got to go see it now. I saw it back in the day. I don't even really remember much about it. I'm just gonna buy that movie.
It's so wrong funny.
The funniest line in that movie is Lenny and Squiggy from Laverne and Shirley are in it together, and they play cameramen. And they're filming a commercial that these guys are bootlegging, and the girl's top is ripped off. The hood comes up, and her top gets caught in it. And there's a live TV commercial. They're just jumping in on a signal, and her breasts are coming out. And he goes, holy, Lenny Squiggy goes, holy Jesus, she's caught on the hood ornament. Oh, don't you hate women? And he's filming her, and that was the great. Don't you hate women? It was just so unnecessary.
Let's go to James in Ohio real fast. James.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, James?
I guess I love you guys, love the show. Yeah, I just wanted to say to you guys, you just had Kurt Russell on. You guys are always, whining about you never have big guests on or anything. And, that was definitely a big guest. Great interview, guys.
Well, the publicists out there have to wake up. We could do interviews. They all get scared. We go after a guest if they deserve it. Absolutely. But for the most part, Kurt hasn't done anything wrong as far as we're concerned, so we had a great time at the guy.
Yeah.
Here's what we got next week.
And he plugged the movie to a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Monday, we got Black Sabbath. Tuesday, we got Quentin Tarantino, and I know we also have Rosario Dawson from this film coming up. We have a lot of good people coming in, actually.
All right, so we're moving in the right direction again.
Yep.
All right, thanks, James. I'm glad you enjoyed that.
And the worst part of today was turning on that CW News and seeing Todd Lynn and stupid Vinnie Brand on the news discussing entertainment. I wanted to clunk their racially diverse heads together.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding?
It was before. Vinny's there. Vinny actually looks good on TV, which really annoys me. Jaw.
Hey,
I have to say this real quick because this is an important story. Man in unfortunate sawmill penis incident.
Yeah, wow. Is this,
the worst thing.
Imagine the worst thing that could happen to you.
Speaking of Grindhouse.
A man has been taken to a hospital in Australia after his penis and groin got caught in the machinery at a sawmill.
Wow.
Something advertiser reports that the accident is not thought to have been life-threatening, but that there was a degree of uncontrollable bleeding involved.
Of course there was.
Spokesman for blah, blah, blah said he got caught in a log-moving mechanism on one of the saws.
Oh.
His penis got caught in log-moving equipment.
That's a little worse than getting the zipper caught, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
How does that happen?
He must have had, baggy pants and started, grabbed his jeans first or his whatever. His,
he probably leaned up against part of the machinery you're not supposed to. And if there's any part of the body that you do not want pulled into machinery, I think any guy would say, my groin.
Yeah.
That's it. Take a hand or your foot or something like that. Your elbow.
An ear.
Right. Oh, you ever hear that when someone's hair gets caught in the machine and it peels their scalp back and they have to take it out of the machine and put the scalp back on? That's bad. But if you have to go, oh my God, it's just ripped my groin area off.
Uncontrollable bleeding.
Yeah. No crap.
What are you going to do? Put ice on the penis? No one's going to help you.
No.
Bloody penis.
You're done. Yeah, could you pick that up, please, and put it in a baggie with ice?
No. Looks like you're just going to bleed out. I can't do this.
I'm just going to sit here with my knees crossed, holding my own groin and going, ow, ow, because that looks like it really hurts.
I can't help you because people are going to think I'm gay. I'm sorry. You're going to have to bleed out.
Yeah.
You know how guys do.
You're just bleeding out, my friend.
A tourniquet to what? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, could you keep pressure on this? No.
You want me to hold what until the... No, I'm sorry.
Look, I'm working. Look, we got to put out some lumber.
Look, who do you want to say goodbye to? I'll take notes, but that's about it. I can't... No, please, just hold it real tight. No, sorry. In other news, by the way, it's on the front page of the paper. This is disturbing. I don't think Rudy Giuliani is going to be in the White House either.
Rudy's kind of
saying how Hillary's not going to make it, and Obama... But Rudy's coming out with some crazy crap today. The front page of the Daily News says, Rudy and the Wife House.
The Wife House.
Oh. President Giuliani would invite Judy to his cabinet meetings.
Judy!
Now, look, Hillary back in the day, she did some stuff with Bill, but she kind of... This was her life, too. She was in politics from early on.
Well, it kind of started a big to-do when he was going to sort of appoint her to oversee some kind of health care commission. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And people went crazy going, hey, she's the first lady. She has nothing to do with that. Keep her butt out. And then Rudy is saying that he'd let her be in on cabinet meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Rudy, that's a mistake.
Yeah,
it shows you as being a little pee-whipped.
But he's also saying that she helped him when he was the mayor of New York a lot.
What'd she do?
But I think potential voters don't want to hear that. You're chippy.
On 9/11, he was going to run away.
Right.
Let's get out of here. Let's leave. No, you have to go down there. March down and look heroic.
Listen to me.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Stupid.
A love-struck Rudy Giuliani says that if he makes it to the White House, his wife will be at his side to the point where she'll be welcome at cabinet meetings.
Welcome.
Well,
I don't know about that.
How about cabinet meetings in the kitchen? That's where she should be welcome.
The kitchen cabinets. Maybe that's what he means. Get in there. Be a murderer like your father.
Yes.
He's Italian.
What time is the cabinet meeting? Well, starting right now because those dishes need putting away.
I guess he really doesn't want to be in the White House, and this is his way out of it.
Or he thinks that will get women because no women are going to vote for him.
No women like him.
Well, it goes on to say, when it comes to shaping policy, I couldn't have a better advisor.
Oh, boy.
That's good.
As if Judith Giuliani would be sitting in a cabinet meeting, the former mayor said he'd be all for it if that's what she wants.
She'll go, no, I'll let my husband be the president.
And he feels very comfortable with that, and he said that, she really helped him when he was the mayor of New York, so...
Hey, good luck.
That's a bit, I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't be telling people that this early on in the race.
I want to welcome a new person to our Pal Talk family. First I've seen today.
I see you guys
Ray and Kay.
I see you guys just blowing off the show to take peek.
Look.
And I'm sitting here like,
It's got to be said.
I know we have ADD on the show, but help me out, Henry.
It's got to be said.
Who's the new Pal Talker?
Did you see her? Do you got her popped up?
I don't know. Why would E-Rock show me the goodness?
Where is that queer?
Keep Ray and Kay, keep your face on the camera for a minute so Opie could see what you look like, and then he could see the rest of you. Pop that up. Look, see?
Wow, wait.
There's no way she listens to our show.
There she is. And she's in a little pink and white polka-dotted bikini sitting on her bed. And... wow.
Lovely.
Jesus. So welcome to the Pal Talk family. Of course, we have Pal Talk cameras here.
Yeah. You know our listeners will ruin it.
And our audience.
There was a time we used to have a lot of hot girls in there, and I think the listeners just ruin it after a while.
Yeah, they do. They were already, taunting her, I think.
Where's she from and all that?
She's very pretty.
I don't know. We'll have to get some intel on her.
You think the other girls are getting jealous that used to get all the attention?
What girls would get jealous?
Well, now that's going to make all the other girls work a little harder in the Pal Talk room.
Well, when this girl gets in a bikini at 8 o'clock in the morning to show her loveliness,
she's a petite blonde.
The other girls are going to have to come to the table.
I'll do the radio for everybody. She's a petite blonde with blue eyes and very big boobies that look natural because she looks very young.
She's fantastic.
Where's she from? Do we know?
She's from She's in England?
Well, we're international. What are we going to do? We can't help it. Our success.
Wow.
Our success precedes us. How about the chocolate Jesus? There's an artist who wants to show nude Jesus made out of candy. 6-foot chocolate Christ.
Yeah, that's on the front page as well. And our pal Bill Donahue's up in arms about that.
Bill Donahue isn't mad. He thinks it's disgusting. The only good point he raises on this one is that they would not show a naked Martin Luther King Jr. on Martin Luther King Day or a naked Muhammad on Ramadan, which is a good point.
Wouldn't show a naked Muhammad any time.
Of course not, because we all know how well Islam handles conflict.
Yeah.
This is just, it doesn't even look like a Jesus. It looks like a burn victim.
Yeah, where's
poorly
the hair?
Done.
Where's the hair of Jesus?
Where's the flowing locks that Jesus had?
Where's the smile?
And I guess he's got the
Why didn't you use white chocolate?
He's got the chocolate genitals and all that.
Yes. They pixelated out chocolate genitalia on the news.
$500 for anyone who eats the chocolate penis.
Bring us. No, you got to bring it to us.
And we'll eat it.
Oh, my God.
Bring us the genitalia of Christ.
We want the Lord's genitals, and we like some whipped cream with them.
Bring us his genitals.
Bill Donahue, up in arms. We saw him on the news before we did the show, and he is very upset with the hotel, because apparently it's in a hotel lobby.
Yeah.
Is where this display is. They talked to the artist. And again, this is one of those instances where an artist comes up with this thing to get a little bit of publicity. And if the news didn't talk about it, and like the Catholic League and Bill Donahue didn't make such a big issue about it, no one would even know about
it. It certainly wouldn't be on the front page of the paper.
No.
I didn't even know this hotel existed in Manhattan. It's like a no-name hotel.
This is doing exactly what they wanted to do. It's getting the hotel and the artist some publicity.
I will say this about artists, though. It's like they really... They do tend to parody Christianity a lot. Like there was that thing with Christ in a jar of urine, bottle, which was very, very, the National Endowment of the Arts.
It was called, it was the bad name we can't use for urine that starts with the letter P.
Christ.
And then it was Christ after that. That's what it was called. And it was actually, it was a photograph of him in the jar of urine, the crucifix in a jar of urine, because of the way it was lit. Like, that was the big controversy. It was like, oh, it's a jar of urine with a crucifix in it. But it was lit in a way that, like, it was golden. Like, it really brought out a light. It kind of looked cool.
Yeah. But the name of it was done
right.
just
The name
to
of
shock
it was
you and make
absolutely.
you go, what? So the artist was probably a little disingenuous.
Well, I bet you if you're an artist, it's really tough to get any attention in this day and age. So, you go after, you do something like that, everyone's going to know your name immediately.
You can't do Muhammad because they'll kill you.
Yeah.
This is what happens, the difference. Bill Donahue's objecting and he's pissed off, and Christians are pissed off. But the bottom line is that's all that's going to happen. Maybe somebody will deface it, but you're not going to be stabbed like Van Gogh was in Amsterdam.
All right.
Yeah. The genitals of Christ compel you. The genitals of Christ compel you.
All right, we want you to bring us the genitalia of Christ.
The chocolate Christ we want.
It's at the Roger Smith Hotel on East 47th Street. It'll be in the gallery starting Monday.
All right.
Bring us the chocolate genitalia.
It's got to snap off pretty easy, I would think.
Depends on...
It's just chocolate.
Depends if you went the African-American route or the Asian route. And how easily it will snap off and what kind of sack you might need to carry it in.
And please, use your hands to snap it off. Anything else would look silly.
Yeah. You would. You look like little baby birds trying to feed.
Jamie from Buffalo, news story of the month. Please check out the Buffalo News. Bike path rapists, DNA matches rape from the 70s. And the guy they put in prison has been there for 22 years, didn't do it, and now they found out the local hospital had samples all along.
He was probably guilty of something. I love when people say that, too. Well, he probably did something.
Yeah. Just look at his name.
Yeah.
Come on, let's be honest with each other.
Do you know how mad you'd be if you were in jail since the 70s or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that DNA is helping out a lot of people.
Yeah, it really is, but...
Hey, we got a couple things we could do. What else is the big thing happening? I mean, we got...
the big thing.
The big thing. We mention everything. We want to be on top of everything that is going on in this fine country of ours.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, whatever. Blades of glory.
Oh, my God. Show's over. Jesus H. Christ.
They're looking... they're lovely.
Look.
Wow.
Look, I love boobies like anyone else, but this is going to just shut down the Opie and Anthony empire.
I think I'm speechless over here.
One's going this way, one's going that way.
You gotta...
Dude, we gotta have...
We have to support England.
Focus.
In its battle against Iran.
Focus. We got a responsibility to our listeners here. Focus.
This is making me think how angry I am that we're not jumping in and bombing Iran for holding 15 British sailors.
Speaking of bombs.
Oh, no.
No, don't do that. No, don't. No,
do it.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Do it.
Don't do that. No, don't do what you're thinking of doing.
Bottoms are slow.
Bottoms are just at her upper thighs.
Don't take off the little
Don't listen to Opie. Pay no attention to Opie.
Someone has to be responsible here. Turn off your screen, sir.
It's not you.
Turn off your screen, sir.
$50 if you do it.
I'd sooner drive a nail gun through my eyes.
Turn off your screen, sir.
No.
We got a responsibility to our listeners.
It's impossible.
Get Kenny in here.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
The listeners want us to see nudity.
Kenny, turn off his computer screen.
No. Kenny, I am ordering you not to. There's money in it for you. Don't make me dig.
Look, man.
She's taking the bottoms off. How are you not going to...
Look, we got to protect the Opie and Anthony empire. You gotta turn off the screen.
We're protecting the empire.
You can cry all you want, but
I have to know who... This is my room. I have to know who's in here.
That's right.
For what reason?
Because it's my room, and I need to know.
Can we just have a peek, miss?
Who's in here?
Give you
now,
$5.
Jimmy's just going to beg. I'll give you five pounds.
I do believe the enemy has sent this fine specimen to shut down the Opie and Anthony empire.
Well,
job well done. You've gunked up the works.
They finally figured out how to get to us.
You've gummed up the works and Jimmy's microphone.
This is our kryptonite right here. This is what's going to end our careers.
Stupid pal talk.
Oh, my
God,
God.
she's lovely. She has a nice backside. I wouldn't mind giving it a kiss on the little cheek.
And now, look, everyone's using me. They're going, do it for Anth. Do it for Anthony.
Yeah, do it for us.
Why don't we?
All right. What else did you want to talk about?
I don't remember. I'm a
Then
man.
there's gotta
I'm a
be
man
something.
just like you.
I'm just a man.
Like you. We got to turn the screens off. This is just
You're a man of God.
What are we, queers?
Well, when it comes to like...
My name's Fred.
Oh, boy.
She's licking
All
her
right,
lips
look.
now.
Now she's licking her webcam. I mean, that's attractive, Jim.
I can't help it.
That wasn't a sneeze.
Oh, they're kind of coming down a little bit.
Just fall back and let your legs fly up in the air with your underpants at mid-thigh and kick your feet and go, Oh, please
boy.
kick your legs
Now
back
we
a bit,
got
miss.
problem. Now we got a problem.
We
lost the bottoms.
She's losing them.
You are watching a radio show self-destruct. What is she's
bikini bottom just came down below the knees.
She's a girl from England.
Kurt Russell would love this.
She's in a room by herself. She started with a pink polka dotted bikini. That is nowhere to be seen anymore. She is, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay,
right,
now.
All right, look.
Wow, she really got unshy very quickly.
Yeah, well.
She's now,
I believe even Iran is being,
could she come
affected by this, and they are releasing the British hostages as we speak.
Oh.
See, this would be negotiating a hostage release right here.
Yeah.
Just seeing her on cam. My God, man. Bravo. Bravo. Yeah. Jolly good, then. Jolly good.
I have clear fluid in my socks.
She's working it.
Is she a fan of the show? Do we know anything?
No, she held up a little O&A thing.
Someone gave
that
it
was
to her.
nice.
You think?
She's lovely.
Does her boyfriend listen to the show? I see it's Ray and Kay.
At least they rhyme.
I don't know. I haven't seen Ray in the picture. I don't know who this Ray is. I don't want to see him.
Oh, boy. What is she picking up off the floor?
Something. She just leaned forward to get something.
What is she picking up off the floor?
It's probably a painter's suit she's going to put on and cover up those lovely bosoms.
I hope it's a snowsuit because we got to broadcast to the people that don't have the Pal Talk.
Speaking of England, how about that Heather Mills, huh? She lost a leg, apparently. All right, back to Pal Talk.
Oh.
A-U-T. What does that mean?
Ought.
What does that mean, though?
I don't know. Oh, A-N-T, ant.
What?
Oh, yeah. The camera's like mirrored or something. It's got mirror cam on, so it's kind of reversed.
No, but it was A-U-T, so...
It was an N.
Yeah, but A-N-T.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be...
It's ant. Hi.
No, you would...
Hi. See? A-N-T.
Yeah, but the other way she did it was... Oh, all right, whatever.
She's
all right, so she can't spell. It's okay.
She's really a man. Someone wrote she's really a man. Jesus.
All right, look, someone's going to try to help us get the show back on track. It's Brian on Long Island. Brian.
Oh.
Brian.
Yeah. I just wanted to say I wanted to bring the show back on track and say picture your grandmother naked in a white bikini with pink polka dots.
I am, and she looks like this. My grandmother has a great body for a cadaver.
Hey, she has really just taken this show and thrown it like King Kong.
Yeah,
throwing a subway train.
See, here's something that the enemies are going to realize. This is how you shut us down. This is how you shut us down. You get the hot chicks to join Pal Talk and do this every morning. Within a week, we're destroyed.
I'm going to tell my girlfriend I'm setting her on fire.
Hey, Brian.
Jesus, Jimmy?
Brian, you like the Bob Saget?
Yeah.
You want to go see Bob Saget?
Yeah, sure.
I'm telling you, his stand-up is unbelievable. He's a filthy, filthy man. And
awesome.
He's playing Westbury at the, North Fork Theater? And it's I think 3 Fridays from today. Doors open at 6:30, but you got a pair of tickets to see Bob Saget. Stay there, okay?
All right, no problem.
Incidentally, I have speaking of shows, I'm in a couple weeks, not right now, I'm performing in Seattle at Giggles. And on their website, they have my bio, they list Ed and Last Comic Standing, no Lucky Louie, no Opie and Anthony. So if there's anybody...
Ed? You were on an episode?
I was on the third episode
he was
of
good.
Ed.
Jimmy was really good on that.
But it shouldn't be his only credit.
But that's what they're listing. Whoever does the website for Giggles in Seattle is a dope. So anyone going to that show, could you please call and just let them know that they neglected to mention the Opie and Anthony show?
They'll just giggle. They'll just giggle at you.
Giggles. Tee-hee.
Hey, we got the truckers. They're losing their minds.
What's
Devin,
the problem?
Devin in Florida, what's up?
Hey, Opie Anthony, sweet tit. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know.
That's all right. Go ahead.
All right. Hey, we'll start over here. It's Devin in Florida. Devin.
Hey, guys, come on. It's not fair. We don't have pal talk, and you're describing something we don't even see.
But you can get it, and it's free.
Just picture a blonde with very big blue eyes, perfect body, a bit petite, probably no more than 19 years old, completely naked in a room in England.
Yeah. Showing her wares.
Hey, Opie, I want to tell you guys shouldn't waste your time on that guy, man. You guys are way above that, man. You guys at your worst are better than him at his best.
Thank you, sir. No, we said what we had to say. And
do you love us and love the show?
Yeah, we said what we had to say, and we moved on.
Boys, I'm sorry, gentlemen. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I love you, and I love the show.
All right. Thank you. We're going to take a break. Speaking of nudity, there's a great little thing that happened yesterday that we never got to. The women who are nervous naked. See, we have one that's not nervous naked.
No.
Over there in England, but we got a bunch of women that are nervous to be naked. And we also got a telemarketer. We're going to try to do a speed round, so we might have to turn the computers off.
Yeah.
A telemarketer that made death threats to people who were rude to him on the phone.
You've got to love that.
What an ass.
That's great, because we've...
It just... Oh, there goes the show.
For the love of God.
Wow.
If you like this show, you got to stop immediately.
Well, we're going to break anyway.
You want to section it up in here?
Jimmy, put that ass away. Yeah, Jim, that's going to get people.
We're going where? What? What happened?
Break.
Why are we breaking?
It's time to do commercials.
Commercials?
Yeah.
We're in the middle of a radio show?
Yeah.
And, well, we've all had the telemarketers, and we've, I'm sure a lot of us have just, cursed them out and said, horrific things. Or this telemarketer decided to call these people back, in the middle of the night and threaten them.
Gee, what an ass.
We'll get into that, and we'll get into the women that are nervous to get naked. We'll do all that, hopefully, before we get out of here for the weekend. It's Opie and Anthony.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
That's right. It's Opie and Anthony. The show has come to a screeching halt. You want to explain, Anthony?
Well, we have a new person on Pal Talk. We have Pal Talk here. We got cameras in the studio. And our listeners have cameras where they are. And we have a lovely girl, Kay, because Ray and Kay is her name. And she's from England. And she's completely naked and very hot. And it is pretty much shut down the show because it's up on every computer monitor in the studio here. So everyone's looking.
And the Pal Talk room is pushing 1,000 people.
Pushing 1,000 people right now.
Usually it's a couple hundred at any given time.
Yeah.
But they all start chatting to each other and go, hey, turn on your freaking camera or jump in the Pal Talk room. Something's going on today.
Yeah.
And she's just messing with everybody pretty much right now.
Well, I happen to be here to do radio, so I'm going to do some serious topics while you guys are having fun. There's a whole thing in Iran with Britain soldiers. Apparently, there was a confession. There's a hijacked plane in the Sudan. I mean, we don't know what's going on there. Some tornadoes. And new movies coming out. And Brittany and K-Fed got a divorce going. It's just crazy.
The divorce is over, I guess.
She's lovely.
Yeah.
Well, hijacked plane. Do we know anything about that in Sudan?
No. This girl, by the way, she's from England, and we got a story coming out of England where a lot of women in England, obviously not this one,
no,
they're nervous to be naked around their man.
Well, not this one.
Not this one, but
now why is that?
I don't know. We're going to find out.
We're moving on now to the portion of the show that I like to call the I Can't Believe I'm Talking About This segment.
Really? Some days it seems like that's the whole show. But today it's about, ladies, whether you're willing to get naked in front of the man. Oh, yes, this definitely calls for a close-up shot here. Are you willing to get naked in front of the man in your life? Because a new study in Britain says 1/3 of females think they are too fat to be naked around their husband or boyfriend.
See, that wrecks the relationship. If you're not willing to be naked in front of your loved one, there's major problems.
So what do they do?
Huh?
What do they do?
Same thing
the guys
do. Throw a sheet over her fat body.
Guys, what do? They still want to see a nude woman. What do you think they're doing?
I mean, what do the ladies do? Do they get undressed like in bed? Do they not get undressed?
Probably get undressed in the dark, and
wear one of those house coats, and then a nightgown, like a grandma nightgown.
Well, you ask all these questions, but the news, they went to the Beehive hair salon to talk to some women.
I'm sure they were lovely at the Beehive hair salon.
I'm
the
sure
big grandma cotton candy hairdo.
I'm sure that's where Kay goes to get her hair done. The Beehive
yes.
hair salon.
Apparently just kind of is kneeling now in front of the camera. Again, bringing nothing but silence to the Opie and Anthony show.
I want to hear the British.
All right, here we go.
Fatties.
Yes.
From the Beehive hair salon. Here we go.
We're not sure if that's the case at the Beehive salon this morning, where we are joined now by Tracy Humphrey in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Good.
Why would you go to a place called the Beehive hair salon to get some reaction?
But you're only going to get old hags.
Well,
it's not like it doesn't sound like a place young women go.
By Tracy Humphrey in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Good morning to you, Tracy. Okay, so this notion that women are so self-conscious they don't want to be naked in front of their own boyfriend or husband, I don't know, how's that playing out there?
You know what, I asked the women here. Now, I have completely different, people give me all different types of opinions. What do you think about being in your birthday suit in front of your significant other?
Well, in front of my significant other, it's all right. It took a little while, I have to admit, but now I'm fine with it.
So if he's in the bathroom and he's doing his own thing, you don't mind going in?
Not because of the nude factor, just because, I just don't want to be in the bathroom when he's in
Oh, God.
Because he's doing, I don't want to walk in the middle of that. Oh boy. Yuck.
At the Beehive hair salon. Where they're all yapping.
Oh, just a bunch of cackling hens, gossiping, fatties reading their magazines.
How'd you know that, Jimmy? Because the next track says salon woman cackling.
Oh, I didn't. I just assume I like salons.
Why does it take her a while?
Why did it take you a while?
That's interesting.
Wants to know. Why did it take you a while?
I was a fat kid. I had some issues, so it took a while.
Okay.
To get comfortable in the birthday suit.
Well, that makes sense. What about you?
Well, she's my daughter, so.
Okay.
I guess I have to say I had similar issues, but I married a really long time, really, really long, and it took me a long time to feel comfortable in my birthday suit, and I'm really comfortable now.
But I have to ask, does your husband strut around naked all the time?
Totally.
All the time? Okay, Jody has a question.
This is what women do when we're not around. And is that the worst term ever? My birthday suit?
It's really
birthday
awful.
Suit.
I always hated that one. My birthday suit.
They do exactly what you thought they'd do when you're not around. They just talk nonsense. Cackle. That's exactly what I assumed they did. Us magazine. There you go.
Well, the anchor has to get involved, and he tells a joke, and boy, it bombs.
Jody has a question. Jody, what's your question?
Oh, no, I forgot.
I was going to say, I got worried with Jody when she she subcontracted the lighting director from the show here and invited him home.
Jody has special lighting at home, so when she's in her birthday suit, she's comfortable.
So all my cellulite dimples cast a certain kind of shadow.
First of all, you decide between hired and subcontracted. Stupid. Don't make that decision mid-joke.
And then they go with the awful wrap-up. This is,
I just bounced her.
Good for you. Good.
I just threw her out of the room.
That's right.
For the sanctity of this program.
And here's what you guys get instead.
Oh, yeah, sanctity after an hour.
And here's what you're going to get instead, Jimmy, the front of Jim's pants.
Jesus.
That's what you get instead of the hot chick. There you go, pal talk. Enjoy. Bunch of mows.
That's it. How many guys were almost done? Now you're just standing there looking silly.
Oh, they're hating you. And finally this, the awful wrap-up of the women who are nervous naked.
Yeah, we're going to throw things back inside of you guys.
You know what? I think it ruins the mystery. I think you should be naked as rarely as possible, actually.
Even with your husband?
Most especially with your husband. You got to try and preserve some kind of mystery after 12 years of marriage, right?
So don't house clean in the nude.
I don't house clean anyway, so that's not a problem.
So you don't have to worry about it.
Anyway,
they were open and honest about that, right?
They were.
Nice discussion about the nudity. Goodness, maturity. We love that.
And guess what? They're not done yet. We are going to try out the new.
You gotta. Whatever. It's kind of a non-story. It surprises me that that's going on. I mean,
I love that, just the nonsense they were talking in the salon.
Oof.
Just dreck.
A nightmare.
All the stuff their husbands just tune out.
Yeah, that's just a droning buzz to a guy. Boo. Sounds like an electrical transformer. What?
Let's say hi to James in Queens. James, what's up?
Hey, it's Ace, boys. No big deal. It's Ace, not James.
Hey,
boys. How's it going? Jimmy, I love you, baby.
Thank you, Ace.
Hey, I got a celebrity sighting for you guys at the old Beehive. Howard Stern getting his weaves.
The old Beehive.
The Beehive hair salon.
The Beehive rules. The old Beehive.
That's where the fatzos go.
Hey, fatso.
Yeah.
What do you want? A beehive hairdo, fatso?
And they give him a feed bag just to distract him while they're fixing their beehive, like Helen, my imaginary play friend.
Yeah, Helen had a beehive, right?
Hairdo.
All right, and a lot of people want to know what she was sporting, Anthony, and well, the answer would be there was
something there, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It was kind of
5 o'clock shadow type of thing.
Yeah, but 5 o'clock shadow-ish landing strip.
Kind of maybe you don't shave on the weekend.
Hitler mustache, maybe something like that.
All right. Do we have time to do the telemarketer?
I hope so.
Wow, we get distracted.
I'm scared. Oh, little red panties.
Yeah, let's.
Such a dirtbag.
What is going on with the pal talk today? This will kill us.
Naked girl. How do you not look at just naked chicks?
There was a thread on one of the message boards. Is pal talk ruining the Ron and Fez show? It was a poll.
Yeah,
of course. And people were like, yes, they talk about it too much. Well, now I'm sure we'll be thrown on that thread. It just sucks when they talk about things we can't see.
Well, we brought everyone on board, I hope.
What are you going to do? Exactly. If you're working wherever you're working right now, if all of a sudden on your computer monitor a beautiful naked girl came on there, what are you going to do? Turn it off and get to work? Homo? Exactly. We're just men like you.
Okay.
And I did.
The flesh is weak.
I did good last night.
What do you mean?
Good sex.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. A lot of time on the trampoline. I almost had trouble. I almost had trouble jumping off the trampoline.
Really?
Couldn't stop. Couldn't get off the trampoline.
Wow.
I finally did.
Good for you.
Good for you, Jimmy.
I finally did. I just thought about another time I trampolined. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate that. Dan and Club Soda, the two away from the mics. Thanks for laughing.
Now you can hear his laugh in the background, though. I enjoy Dan's laugh. Hey, this telemarketer just losing his mind.
Mike and Carol, the telemarketer was working for Edelman Carpet and Furniture Cleaning. Police say he didn't like when people he was calling were rude to him, so he'd write down their names and numbers and then threaten them in the middle of the night.
What a dick.
What a douche. Doesn't he know he has the worst job in America?
People hate you.
Worst job in America.
telemarketer.
Telemarketer's way up there.
Talk about rejection.
I don't know who. I kind of like him though. That's something I would want to do.
Do I see something in there?
What the hell was that?
Someone peeking in? Taking a look?
Wow.
Do you see anything in there, Ant?
I can't. It's too dark.
I do believe that might be our program director.
Ooh. What? I don't think I
see someone lurking in the shadows over there. I see Scooby-Doo eyes.
He traipses about like a pixie.
I think it might be him. All right, this telemarketer story is pretty good.
The phone call a Milwaukee man got in the middle of the night
It was an odd voice, eerie voice.
was worse than a bad dream.
He said, "You're going to die."
The man who doesn't want to be identified was scared for his life.
It crossed my mind that someone could be outside with a gun.
The man has no reason to believe why anyone would make a death threat against him, so he had the telephone company put a tracer on his phone. Not even 24 hours later, the caller called back.
They called, got the same message that I was going to die. A second call was someone sort of chuckling on the phone.
Har, har, hardy, har, har.
What a psychopath, huh?
Guy hates his job. You know what it's like to be a telemarketer? I don't. I never was, but I can only imagine if they're anything like the calls that I get, because now I just have no patience for them. Sometimes I just pick it up, and if you get that thing where you see an 888 number or some ridiculous number, you pick up the phone, and then you got to wait, because now they don't even have the common courtesy to sit there and wait for you to answer the phone. You pick up the phone, and then they must get a signal that you picked up the phone, so then they go to you, so you're almost on hold for a couple of seconds going, hello, 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 and then it clicks on, and then they'll go, hello, is somebody there? And even if they're not there, you go, no, you got the wrong number. Well, who am I speaking to? I usually just start going, not here at house, nobody, the name, not talk to you, goodbye.
You're not doing the telemarketer voice, right?
What? No, I just do that because then I hang up and I know they're not going to call back.
Right. No, but
I'm like a dead one. They just kind of exit off their list.
Yeah. Let's say hi to Dave in Michigan. Dave?
Hey, guys, I'd like to say thanks for the description on the Pal Talk, because I can't watch a screen and drive at the same time.
You weren't trying to drive and look at that, were you?
Yeah, but I had to call it quits. I came into heavy traffic.
Yes, some people actually have their Pal Talk set up through an air card, so they're completely wireless. They set up a camera out their windshield or something, and they drive and look at Pal Talk as they're driving. She probably caused about 80 accidents, I would say.
And now she's gone for, 24 hours because you bounced her?
No, I took her bounce off immediately after I bounced her.
All right.
What, am I stupid?
All right.
But she hasn't come back into the room. I think she feels snubbed.
That's too bad. I had enough of her anyway with her stupid doe eyes. Beat it, you Brit. Enough.
You're nuts.
Enough already.
Jimmy turns on you in a second.
Stop it. The coy leg crossing. Stop with your breasts. They're both looking opposite ways. She has two lazy breasts.
They were lovely.
Oh my God!
They were like two dumb googly eyes looking the opposite direction. I didn't like her stupid Marmaduke eye breasts.
She was lovely, Jimmy. What?
You're wrecking it for everybody. That girl really didn't have a problem whatsoever.
Where is she right now? She's probably taking a dump.
All right, Jimmy. Why do you got to ruin everything that is good?
Whole house smells like a shepherd's pie.
Jimmy ruins everything that is good
in life.
She left some blood pudding.
Hey, let's get the end of this telemarketer.
What they eat over there?
Here we go.
Police say the call was traced to this man, Michael Balistreri. He's a former telemarketer for Edelman Carpet and Furniture Cleaning. According to the criminal complaint, Balistreri admitted he contacted customers who were rude to him and began to harass them. Were you rude to him on the phone?
No, I said, "I'm not interested. Please don't call me again." I was terrified because you just didn't know what was going to happen next.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So they're asking if this guy was rude to the telemarketer.
Oh,
and the guy saying no.
What?
And the guy's saying no.
Even if you are, I can't call you back at night.
We have every right to be rude to the telemarketers.
Yep.
Invasive.
Huh?
It's invasive. They're
Absolutely,
calling
it's
out of the blue,
invasive.
as we say.
I've gotten calls at 8 o'clock on Saturday morning.
Language.
I know, I'm sorry. 8 o'clock on Saturday morn.
And then finally, yeah.
And police say Ballestra...
what did you say?
I was just saying, and you got to be rude to him at that point. It's like Saturday morning. You're out Friday night. You want to sleep late, and some jackass is calling you?
Has anything ever come out of a telemarketer calling you that was good?
No, I have never, in all my years of answering that goddamn phone and getting a telemarketer on the other end, I have never been swayed. I've never bought anything.
Not once,
I've never done one thing but be annoyed. I couldn't even tell you what the hell they were selling me.
There was never a surprise where you're like, oh, my God, thank you.
I could use that.
Oh, my God, thanks for calling me with this.
I'll tell you something good that happened.
Yeah.
When I was living with Jimmy Florentine, he was doing these prank calls like for the telemarketers. He made CDs. We came home one time, and the police had kicked our front door down because he was doing some forced abortion one with his girlfriend. And people, like the telemarketer called the cops and thought like he was while he's on the phone with them, he's like trying to force his girlfriend to get an abortion with a vacuum cleaner. He's like, I don't want to. He's like, come on. It was really funny. But the cops believed it and kicked our door down because I lived with them.
Great.
And I came back and there was obviously, the door was like cracked off the hinges. And then the landlord said the police had been there and he had to go down to the police station, straighten out. No, I'm just an ass.
I used to also have fun with the telemarketers when we were back in Boston.
Oh, yeah.
Taped a few of them back in the day.
I guess your number was on a list, man. You used to get a lot of them.
I used to just pile up just a ton of, pots and pans, and I would destroy all my kitchenware.
You could hear in the background Opie slowly stacking pots and pans. You'd hear clink, clink, and he's talking, and then he'd knock them all down and scream like something just fell on him.
Like the whole cabinet fell on top of me.
Are you okay, sir?
Yeah. This is how the story ends.
And police say Balistreri made multiple death threats against multiple people. I spoke with Balistreri a short time ago, and he tells me that he was under the influence of drugs when he made those phone calls, and that he's sorry.
All right.
He's
free to go.
It's okay, then.
Everyone's under the influence of drugs whenever they do anything.
That's an easy out, though. That's a very easy out. Well, unfortunately, we ran out of show.
Ooh.
Hope you had fun listening today. Enjoy your weekend.
Yes.
If you're not joining us over at XM Satellite Radio,
come on over. Say hi.
I do believe we had a fine week of radio.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, he's nodding. And two thumbs up from John Manelli.
Out of 5.
And now he's gone. Just like that.
Yeah.
He was lurking and now he's gone. Guys, seriously, have a great weekend. Thanks for the support.
Goodbye.
And we'll see you Monday if you're not, taking the walk over to XM with us. Peace.
Opie and Anthony, XM 202.
happy. Huh? Very happy. I got some GTA 4 swag.
Yeah, Laszlo's here. Laszlo, come on in, man. We got Why is the... Oh, wait, maybe... Yeah. Okay. That works. Laszlo here at XM Satellite Radio today, and we were greeted with lots of merch. Swag. We got some swag. And I want to thank Laszlo personally. He gave me the Warriors game for the PSP. I'm playing Luminous, too. I know it's a faggy game, and I'm among a lot of gamers and guys that really know their gaming, but I always fall for the real simple games. I don't know. I always have, like Miss Pac-Man and Tetris and all this crap. And this Luminous 2 is ridiculous, and it plays right into my OCD, and where my eyes are burning every night. They're dry. They're red. You know that
it's
that feel, right?
Video game hangover.
The greatest when you play the PSP in bed, right next to your chick.
Yeah. with the earbuds.
Yeah, exactly. If she tries to talk to you, like, can you see?
What?
I am gaming now.
And with Luminous 2, it's like one more level, one more board. I got to keep going. My high score now on Luminous 2 is over 400,000. It's just ridiculous. There's no reason to play it to this point, but I continue to play it.
Keep playing.
That level that you got stuck on Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories,
I gave up.
It took me forever.
All right, thank you, because you laughed at me. Which one, the helicopter?
Yeah, when you try to
the
helicopter picking up the cars or whatever.
And that's what sucks, because I loved Grand Theft Auto for the PSP. I was so into this one. The whole show is all over the game, and I'm like, yeah, man. And then I got to that level, and I'm like, you know what? I'm too old for this shit. I don't need to like complete the game.
Yeah, but
I hate when games do this to me.
When you finish that level, you feel like a man.
You know, there was a level
really.
In one of the GTAs where you had a remote control helicopter and you had to get the explosives in the building, and that one was such a tough level, and I barely made it out. Yeah, a little radio control helicopter thing. And barely made it out of the building in time, and just made after, I can't even tell you how many attempts. But you're right, when you do get it done, you're like, yeah, okay, I did that. That I can handle. The things I cannot fucking handle in that game are the races. When I have to race computer vehicles, I'm sorry, I can't cut an apex around a corner like these computer-driven vehicles.
I was digging that in the latest for the PSP.
You get close, and you spin out. Yeah. You damn it! You hit another car. Some asshole swerves in your lane right when you're going to pass them.
Hit a tree, and you come to a dead stop.
Yeah, you're like, oh, and you just picture all the other vehicles way ahead of you.
With me, and I used to be, when gaming really started coming into its own, I had to complete the games, absolutely.
Yep.
But now I'm older, I can't be bothered. So now it's cheat codes I have no problem with, walkthroughs.
I love a walkthrough.
I'm a big fan of all that.
Walkthroughs,
and if the walkthrough gets me through a level, I don't feel any guilt, and I feel like a man too. Like, see, I did it.
I won't use cheat codes.
I will use all tools that are available now. I'll use my gaming.
I'll use a walkthrough if I've been, like, sometimes days on a level where, I'm like, I've been around everything, I've poked around, I've looked at everything, I need a walkthrough. So I'll peek through there and go, oh, okay, I make a left. That's pretty much the extent of the cheating I do on them.
Can I tell you something? Bob Smith just destroyed me.
What happened?
Now, I said my Luminous high score, and it's on one of the more complicated levels. I said 400,000, 400 and something like 20,000, and I know that impressed a lot of people out there. I know that. Bob just writes, my Luminous high score is over 1 million. I play it 4 hours a night. Bob has no idea what he just did to me.
1 million?
No, because I was ready to say, you know what, I'm done. There's no way I could go any higher than this. But now that I know that Bob is over 1 million, I'm fucked. Because now
he might be lying, though, dude.
Nah, you get a feel after a while that these guys aren't lying.
Bob's a queer.
Bob, he's got over 1 million. I believe him. I definitely believe him because I know it's possible. But my eyes hurt to the point I can't. I have to play the Luminous too in stages now.
Really?
Yeah, half hour to 40 minutes. I'm like, okay, good. So far, so good. I put the game down so my eyes can come back to normal.
You get like arc burn, like you're a welder without a mask on.
Yeah.
You can't even see.
But who gives a shit about all that? The trailer for GTA 4.
Yeah, I sent Anthony an email last night, and I had to actually wait to send him a link to it because when it went live, there was like a countdown clock that went on for over a month.
Yeah.
And,
really?
Yeah, there was a countdown
That's a
clock,
great
and they
idea.
even like bought time on FX and put the countdown clock on there just for like half an hour of a countdown clock. And when it hit 6 o'clock Eastern yesterday, the servers at Rockstar Games melted.
Yeah.
Melted. And video game websites that had the trailer as well, you couldn't even get close to them.
Yeah.
It just melted the Rockstar website.
Well, I want to see it now. Where's Stan or somebody that can poke this up on
I finally got on about 10 o'clock or so last night and was able to look at it, and amazing. Oh, they revamped the graphics. They look amazing. The lighting, shadows. Yeah, it's going to be a great looking game.
People beating us up. You guys are old, or you guys are getting old. That car pickup helicopter mission was so easy. 2 tries.
I didn't 2
Shut
tries.
up.
Whatever.
There's always somebody. You know, jackass, shut up. There's always someone. Dude, I got through that in 1 try. You're a faggot.
Everyone's saying 400,000 on Luminous 2 ain't shit. Great. Now, see, I really wanted to put this game down. I'm done. I feel like I have arthritis.
You played on the plane? It's a good thing for the plane, though, right?
It makes flights go by. All of a sudden, the captain comes on and says, we'll be landing in 10 minutes. I swear to God, I'm like, we just took off. And then my girlfriend will go, we've been flying for 4 hours. I'm really? Okay. I think I'm doing Tiger Wood for the PSP for our trip out to Vegas for the O&A Traveling Virus.
Wish I could get into video games. That's such a good way to travel.
To the PSP. And the PSP is great to watch movies, too, because, you could just hold it nice. You know what I mean? You could just
got a lot bigger screen than the iPod too. That's my biggest complaint about the iPod.
Yeah. And you can't really hold the iPod to hold the PSP with 2 hands and watch a movie. It's easy.
Get a little stand, those little business cards things. I don't know if they have a stand for it. I have a PSP, and you put it on that, and you can watch on that.
You have a PSP? You just told me that you don't have.
No, I get my nephew. My nephew uses it.
Oh, okay.
I actually don't use it.
Oh, yeah, I'm not supposed to read walkthroughs because reading is for queers. I forgot. I'm sorry, Max from Dallas. So here's the trailer for GTA 4.
Yeah, it's at rockstargames.com.
Mm-hmm.
I got to see this. I know this is a visual.
Check it out.
No, there's sound, too, which I actually worked on.
Yeah, I know. But we don't get sound on these computers. Why would we?
Why don't we get the sound for everybody? Are these the actually in-game graphics?
Isn't that amazing?
This isn't a cutaway?
Correct.
That's a cutaway.
Cutaways are for queers these days.
Obviously, Liberty City is now New York City because that's the Empire State Building and the Statue of Liberty.
All those
Chrysler
details,
building.
the haze, like the lighting effects are amazing. The shadowing on where they show the bridge and the shadows on the bridge look amazing.
No, these are cutaways.
No way.
Are you? So what?
What would be really great is if we rendered some characters and just had people in 57th Street just doing a walkover every day.
Doing the walkover, yeah.
Hey, that'd be cool.
There you go. We could beat them over the head with crowbars.
Club Soda Kenny can
hammers.
come up and hit you. Derek the Dodo.
Hey.
All right, the trailer looks amazing. Why are the graphics so much better?
Because it's the next generation of game consoles, PS3 and Xbox, is going into the land of high def. So the graphics are at a whole new level.
And more importantly, why aren't we part of 4?
I agree.
Yeah, what happened? They weren't impressed with what we did for the other game?
We're still working.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was very good, I thought, in Bully.
Yes, you were good in Bully.
I'm a good actor. Freeze! And that was Whisper.
They didn't like my staff sergeant, huh?
No, it was good. I love it every time I get busted, because there's several cops in Vice City Stories, but when you get busted and it's you on the ground with Opie standing over you screaming at you, it's really nice.
A little too real, huh? Hey, that's really cool. That trailer looks amazing. Anything different about this game?
Things will be different. That's all that I've been allowed to say.
Oh, really?
Yes. There'll be more coming out this summer.
That's what I like about that game. You don't know. Then you start playing and get some little new things to beat people up with.
All right, we got to say hi to Rick in Hoboken. Rick, what's up?
Gentlemen, love your show.
Thank you, Rick.
especially Jimmy.
Hi.
What's up, bud? Hey, you guys went from Kurt Russell to Laszlo. What's the deal?
Hey,
Easy.
We're upgrading.
Hey.
Yeah, we are. No, we love Laszlo.
Russell's a big Hollywood star.
Ex-Emmers get.
Why don't you pound it up your ass?
Bob, right. Bob in Georgia wants to defend his Luminous 2 high score. Bob.
Hey, guys.
You hit $1 million, really?
Yes, really.
Bullshit. Does a game start showing you porn or anything? If you hit $1 million, what happens?
Nothing really happens. I'll start playing about 11 o'clock at night, and I'll look up, and it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, my games are up to 2 hours long, so if you're hitting $1 million, that's got to be a 4-hour game, I'm thinking.
It will take me several nights to get up that high.
Fuck. Are the blocks just spilling out of the sky at that point?
Not really. It's just burning eyes and wondering what has happened to my life.
Same thing I'm wondering.
Yeah, I think that stuff too. All right, sir. Thanks, Bob. See, he got $1 million, Jimmy.
Bye, Angel. Bob's full of turkey. Your 400,000 high score is unbeatable.
Hey, you know what I love about Laszlo? He comes in very, very prepared.
Yes,
he does. He hands out dittos to everybody.
Yeah, I went to...
instead of just shooting the shit, it's like, fuck that. I got things I want to talk about.
Yeah, if you smell it and rub it on your face.
He's still got blue ink on his fingertips.
Ditto sheets. Wow.
What a great... Dude, I really think that they should release some kind of perfume or something that smells like those crazy old ditto sheets. Because I know I used to pop a rod every time I'd rub a test on my face.
It's great.
Or a douche.
Take one and hand it back. Take one, hand it back, and then you get it. And ditto smell.
When's your next show, Us?
This weekend. That's why he's here.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Promote. Bruce in Louisiana. Is GTA 4 on PS2 or just PS3? It's
PS3.
And that's it? And Xbox,
PS3
right?
and Xbox, yeah.
And then eventually on PSP?
I don't know if the PSP could really handle that.
Yeah. What about...
That's too bad.
PC?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that.
Poor PC people. Yeah, that's okay because I'll wind up now I'll buy an Xbox.
Anthony says to me outside, he goes, after I saw that trailer, you know how much that game's going to cost me?
Yeah.
$650.
Exactly.
You got to buy the stupid
Can I ask you something about the PS games? Are they kind of losing their popularity, and is Xbox taking over in PS3 at this point? Because there was a time that it was much cooler, the graphics and stuff on the PC games. Well, you don't hear about PC games as much as what I'm saying.
It's just exclusivity now that they want. They're paying for the games. So,
but do you still have a lot of choices?
And there's a lot of console games out there. Yeah, I still got a shitload of choices. And eventually they do end up on PC at some point, a lot of the games. But graphically, I think you'd have a hard time getting a better graphically with a console than you can with a top-of-the-line updated computer. A lot of people's computers are old. They can't handle the fucking graphics of a lot of these games. But consoles, they're new, especially the new ones out now. They could handle these graphics.
Yeah, and the new Xbox that just came out, as well as the PS3, if you've got a really nice high-def screen, it looks amazing.
Yeah, that's it, too. It's not like you're plugging into it. You're getting a great video system, and you're plugging it into a television set with scan lines and shit. Now you plug it into your high-def television. It's like a giant monitor is what it is, so you're getting it in full resolution.
Before we get into the Laszlo stuff here, we got a lot of fine things to talk about. Why didn't anyone tell me it's Nerd Day?
It's Nerd Day today?
Yeah. I had no idea. Oh.
I didn't know it was Nerd Day.
Oh, my God.
I didn't get the memo.
Wow.
There's a group of folks outside the window watching us, and Hope is implying that they're all of one genre. They're all of a similar ilk.
I'm more from the
studio audience.
I'm more from the school of thought that one person's missing, a big Indian.
Damn, you want to? You're not a loony boy. You're a fisherman.
That's great. Yeah. All right.
Well, can I throw out a quick thank you to the federal agents?
Oh, federal agents.
I don't want to say their names.
Can you?
They were Homeland Security people.
Really?
Jack Bauer?
My wife and I.
Jack Bauer.
Don't get Travis all excited.
Jack Dunphy's full of shit. My wife and I saw you perform at the Ontario Improv. It was great. Thanks for the picture. They were at the Department of Homeland Security, and they sent me a sweatshirt and a shirt. So thank you to my new friends.
What about our shirts?
How about to my friend Tom and your wife? How about a couple of sweatshirts and T-shirts
And guns.
Yeah.
For Greg and Tony.
We like cool T-shirts. I wear my Special Ops shirt that we got.
I'm wearing Pentagon Police right now.
That's a cool one. See, that's something I'd wear.
And I have a Border Patrol one. These are all real shirts. I have NYPD shirts.
I'm afraid to wear those out.
Why?
Because, like, then people might expect something of you if something goes down. like you're just in some stupid gas station pumping some gas. You go to pay the guy inside. A robbery's going down, and everyone's looking at you like, huh? Excuse me.
Yeah, I hear you.
You ever look around and go, just my luck, the FBI's right there.
Yeah.
Somebody runs over to Jimmy for help, and he's got a Department of Homeland Security shirt on.
Yeah, what? I'm a comic.
Do you not wear your jersey to the game because you're afraid someone's going to get hurt and they're going to call you in from the stands? Cumia, get in here.
Could happen.
But I'm just a svelte fellow.
Just wearing the jersey.
I'm not Harold Carmichael. So how about a couple of sweatshirts from my pals?
What can we do with the nerds, though? There's something there. There's something brewing.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think we got something brewing with the nerds today.
Nerds.
Friday's the day, by the way, to come by and check out the show. It's definitely the day to come by.
Sit out, watch us through the glass.
I'm not saying nerd day. I mean, they seem pretty cool. I bet you there's some tough dudes out there. Right?
Let's see. The guy on the end with the Yankee hat's got problems.
Yeah, he was here yesterday.
Yeah, he's a fucking wacko.
Yeah, any person that comes by 2 days in a row, there's something wrong with them. Most people come by and go, this is the big deal? All right, well, I did that. I'll check that off my list of things to do in my life.
These guys with the glasses aren't really physically menacing, but they're the type that shoot you. That's the type. They're the type that shoot you in the stomach, too. Not even in the chest or the head.
Like in the workplace?
Yeah, a belly shot, and you roll around thinking it over while you die.
I bet you they're scary when they're in front of their computers, right?
Yeah.
And this is fucking Travis right here, if he shaved. This young man in the end looks like Travis with the glasses.
Yeah. Who do you think the biggest problem is out there? That's the game we could play.
The guy in the blue, the dark blue, looks like some kind of hooligan.
Yeah? He
looks like a soccer hooligan.
Nah, you, sir.
Don't turn around looking for anybody.
We're talking about you, the one that turned around, to look if there was another guy in a blue sweater or whatever you're wearing.
Looks like a blindside you with a Guinness.
Right across the side of the head.
Yeah.
How about that fucking square-headed lunatic in the middle with the red? He looks like a fucking problem.
Yeah, I think he's the biggest problem out there.
You think that's the problem?
Yeah, he's a maniac.
Snap.
Let's see if he is the biggest problem.
Dan, let's say hello.
What's your name and what do you do for a living? Well, where are you from?
Manhattan.
All right, see, that could be a problem right there. New York.
I run by you when you walk home. I'm usually running in the park.
Oh, boy.
That's
okay.
good.
Oh, boy.
With a ski mask on.
You predicted.
Oh, boy.
Complete accuracy problem.
He knows that I walk through the park every day to go home. That's wonderful. What do you do for a living?
Commodities trader.
Wow.
Are you really a trader?
They're stable.
Wow.
They're stable people in a non-stress job. Oh, shit.
They don't usually snap, though. They usually have too much money.
Can anyone beat that? Anyone scarier than that?
Well, what is this gentleman in the dark blue? Let's see what he does in his story, Stan.
What do you do, sir?
I sell body parts.
Body parts.
Are you kidding?
No, I work for a company that sells hip and knee replacements.
Oh, so you sell like
prosthetics,
like for arthritis.
No, his job is to get them off of live people.
Chasing old bags down the street.
I still need this. Shut up. So does Paul Stanley.
And who's more important? Let's be honest. You or Paul Stanley?
All right. How about the gentleman next to him with the mouth kind of half open, like he's watching something?
Hi, sir.
David from Kansas City, and you called it Opie. I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
I'm a computer engineer.
Oh, okay.
And me and him had at it outside. He says that we make fun of Kansas City a lot.
Yeah, you do.
Do we?
Trash us all the time.
Oh, you know, I like Wilbur Harrison's song very much.
But he reminded us that we made fun of H-Cup Jane because she went and got her implants in Kansas City.
We are home of the boobs, so.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, I don't get that.
As people, you mean?
I don't know. Maybe the rolling hills are inspiring. I don't know.
But really, a lot of girls go there and get their implants?
Sure.
And a lot of girls are walking around Kansas City with implants?
Yeah, you see like 80-year-old ladies with perfect boobs. It's amazing.
Hot. In Kansas City?
Yeah.
You see it in Florida, you see it in California. I would never think Kansas City.
You know what they say about Kansas City? Everything's up to date.
Yep.
Yeah,
I've heard that.
Go there a lot.
Huh?
The Beatles went there a lot.
You know what's just odd about Kansas City?
What's that?
It's in Missouri.
And Kansas.
That's true.
Kansas. But the popular part
is in Missouri.
Right.
Which is the silliest thing.
Well, if you've been to the Kansas part, it's pretty much Little Mexico.
Oh, really?
It's like Tijuana in Kansas, so
really,
we don't go over there.
So you don't want to go over there.
Yeah.
How far away are they? Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas Cities.
Right across the river from each other.
It's like East Berlin and West Berlin.
Yeah.
I don't know which one I'm going to.
Only with Mexicans.
You're going
instead
to,
of
Jimmy?
people that
I'm
would
performing
kill
in
you.
Kansas City. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm doing some weird markets. I'm doing Seattle coming up, doing Kansas City and Miami. All markets I've never been to.
Weird markets.
Yeah, well,
So you called it a weird market.
We're not on commercial radio there.
Yeah,
so there are markets that we don't know. It's not like Boston or Sacramento where we used to be on.
Like we know Philly really well because we've been on Philly radio for a very long time over the years.
Well, you should come out. We just got paved streets and a stoplight.
There you go.
All right.
Kansas City, here I come. You like that song, right? Little Wilbur Harrison?
Oh, sure. I listen
I'll
to it all
reference
the
it again.
time.
All right.
So take good care of you for me in Kansas City.
Anybody else want to talk out there?
I don't know, another Kansas City
Any
song.
scary people out there?
Two men right in the front. Look at these two.
Yeah, what do you do for a living there, sir?
Student.
Oh, yeah, you're the long
Where do you stewed? I love hearing that one. I should have suspenders and a brick wall behind me. Ugh, I should be in the shower shooting myself in the head.
Philly's beating you up, Kansas City. Elliot writes, the Beatles went there a lot. How cool is your city if you have to use a 40-year-old reference?
It's a good point. It's a good point. Taft once slept here. All right. It's a selling point for tourism.
Anyone else?
How about you, Sarah and the White? God bless you.
Oh, I got nothing.
All right. Well, you should work for this show.
Yeah?
He wasn't bad.
froze?
He looks like... Anybody ever see GoldenEye?
No.
All right.
What do you mean? What is it? A movie about what?
James Bond movie.
Maybe a James Bond movie.
One of those small under-the-radar films. Stop with your dead stare, Jimmy. A lot of people saw that movie.
Yeah,
I didn't see
gave
it.
you a beating.
But I didn't see the movie. You said that they went to see Goldeneye.
He looks like the bad guy in it, so never mind.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
Terrific.
All right. Got nothing? No?
Nah, just work at the Hard Rock. That's it.
Oh, okay.
What do you do there?
I serve tables.
What are you, James Bond?
You ever see GoldenEye?
Or how about Brown Eye? That's the fucking sequel where they're both queers.
Jim's seen Golden Liquid.
All right. Well, then there you go. There's our studio audience. Maybe we'll play a little game with them later. Can we take a break and then get into Laszlo?
Yeah, I got to make Mad Yellow.
I like the way you say
So do
that.
I, man.
Make some Mad Yellow.
I gotta take a really, really long
Wicked
week.
piss.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, I like some of these. Some of these things Laszlo brought in. Sorry about that. Did he cue you? Yeah, go fuck
the head
yourself.
went up.
Go to break then. What do I do?
Use the public airwaves to promote and profit from the sale of pornographic material.
We're smut peddlers, like Anthony said.
Me and Opie counting up the filthy pornographic money.
You owe us for the porn we gave you.
I love porno money.
All right. So I walked to the bathroom, and a package arrived for me, you, and you.
What?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Open that up.
We're gonna find out live.
What version?
Package over here.
It's a white
What version of
envelope.
that song was that?
What's in the package?
Outshine, Soundgarden, different version.
Yeah, that was actually Audio Slave doing it.
Ah.
Oh, dude, you got a good ear. I was just assuming it was.
No.
Where's my package?
Very cool.
Where's my present?
It says Opie.
I'll hurt my mouth back.
From Eric Logan? He still works for the company?
Rumor has it.
Oh, boy.
Huh? Uh-oh.
I see a major
Oh,
problem.
boy. There's a paper clip
Oh, no.
on...
You're kidding, right?
There's a paper
Did I almost
clip.
throw him away?
Oh, no. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Well, the one
Wow.
that says ant is fine.
Yeah, I better give that to you.
Maybe it got included with
Hey, don't. I could...
Jimmy, here you go.
no.
Well, I guess the Mets sucked to the point where you decided not to actually give me the opening day tickets.
Oh, see? You made fun of him. You said, see?
This is a joke, right?
You
Do
said...
you have my tickets in there, maybe?
Yeah, they get mixed up now?
What? No. I have two.
And what's that thing?
This is prepaid preferred parking. The old triple P for Yankee Stadium.
I don't have that.
I do. I'm fancy and schmancy.
Look at these opening day tickets behind the dugout.
Yep.
for a team you don't like anymore. So you might as well hand them over to me because I didn't get anything.
Here he goes. He says, Ant, enjoy. Please make sure that Jimmy gets a photo and doesn't run out onto the field after Jeter. Because you do that.
You will not use your tickets?
You can have them.
No, I'm sure he's sending me something.
Me?
No,
We're all going on a date.
I would love to, but honestly, why I can't is...
What are you doing Monday?
I have a delivery coming that I have to be home for, or the building won't accept it, and also Eddie Trunk has Sabbath coming in for a full XM interview or doing something like that on Monday, so I want to be here for
These
that.
are behind the dugout.
I don't care if it's in Jeter's colon. Sabbath trumps all.
Jeter's colon.
So I love, or thank you very much for that. I would like to go to a game. I've never been to opening day, but unfortunately, Black Sabbath takes priority over all.
Well, guess what? It looks like I get to go to 2 opening days.
There you go.
I love the Yankees.
Yankees and the old Devil Rays.
Probably be a lot of fun.
You going at?
Hell yeah.
Heck.
Opening day.
All right. Very cool.
Come on.
Well, what does the note
Beautiful
say?
day for baseball.
I would love to go to that. Fuck.
I'm also working to get you to throw out the first pitch. Can you imagine that?
What? Opie? You?
And
It can't be me. They already have who's going to throw it out.
Who? What?
It's Corey Lidell's.
Oh, no, I'm not going to get to throw out the opening pitch for opening day at Shea Stadium. That would be insane, Elo.
Well, not that day, but later on in the season when they can't pack the stadium.
Yeah, I know.
Hi, Elo.
When they're like 30 games
guys.
out.
I want to
Hello, Mr. Lowe.
Actually, the Mets are going to do very well this year. What's up, Elo?
Not much, guys. Just want to make sure you guys enjoy opening day.
Hey, Opie's tickets didn't come.
Yeah.
Well, they'll come Monday.
Yeah.
We haven't actually got our block of tickets. They don't open for the following week at home.
Jimmy, you sure you can't use your Yankee tickets?
Yeah, I told Elo I can't because I don't know what time Eddie's got them coming in, but they're going to be here earlier. I just have to be here for that.
Well, we're going to either give them to the staff or... God, I really want to go to both games, but that would be kind of gluttonous.
No, it wouldn't.
No, I think you should.
You're Opie of the Opie and Anthony show. Why
Elo,
can't you go to the both
here's
games?
what you got to do. I have a say in this.
Absolutely. You
Because I'm going to have to sit next to whoever the fuck those tickets go to. So they do not go to some stupid listener.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that. Who wants to go to the Yankee? Well, they're all raising their hands out there, though, Ant.
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll do a little double date on Monday.
Oh! Me, you?
Yeah, a little double date. Elo.
Yes,
Elo's
buddy.
playing his soundbite.
I know.
Oh, yeah. I got it all.
Does he have like a little mini instant replay? He's got an instant replay in his office.
I didn't hear it.
He's dying to do radio.
Oh, totally.
We're waiting.
That's our boss.
I know.
Wow,
Insanity.
Now that this merger is happening, he has nothing better to do, really.
No, it's great. I had Nate Davis came down, who's our president, and was talking to me about trying to get tickets to opening day for the Yankees.
Does the car crash work there?
Oh, it works great. I've got a whole sound system set up in the office now, and I have everything. And then, the best part for me, when people come in, they have no idea what I'm doing because no one knows what an instant replay looks like. So they're like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
I'm like, nothing.
So how about this? They walk in and they go, hey, I feel like I've been working hard. I'd like a raise.
Hey, where are the white women at?
See, he doesn't know which one's a play.
No, I wanted the car crash.
Oh, no. Usually when they come in, they ask a question. My question's this.
Hey, where are the white women at?
How about if a guy comes in and he goes, hey, what do you think of Harry Chapin?
Harry Chapin?
Thank you, Anthony.
I helped him.
See, he doesn't know when to play the... You don't know...
No, he hits weird ones.
Yeah, we got to test you out.
Okay, test me out.
Here's what he would do. See, here's a good example.
This is Anthony pushing the button. See, we'll show you the proper way.
I'll show you.
Okay.
So, you call someone into the office because you're the boss, and you have to fire them. You would do this. Look, you've been here a while. Things aren't quite working out. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to let you go.
You ran the 80s channel.
The sad Hulk music.
All right. So, Jimmy, give him one, and let's see if he's quick on his feet with his instant...
Some corporate situation, a meeting or something like that.
Okay, hey, I put in my my ideas on the new fiscal planning. What do you think of my fiscal ideas?
You get nothing.
No.
You lose. Good day.
No,
That's if someone's getting fired.
Oh, fired? There you go. I'm sorry, it's easy.
No, it's just off.
He's just off.
No, here's what the Gene Wilder one is this. Hey, I've been working really hard. I think I need a raise. What do you think?
You get...
See?
I fucked it up, sorry.
All right, give him one.
Okay. A lovely young lady walks into the office.
Anthony's gonna hold on, because I don't want to confuse people. Ant's going to show you the proper way again. He's got his finger on the button and everything.
A lovely young lady walks in the office and goes, "Hello, Mr. Logan. I was just thinking I've done a great job, and I would like to have a raise, please."
Hey, I should have stayed home and played with myself.
Like you, rich cunt.
But, of course, Elo has to wreck the bit by pushing a button in the middle of that.
What button did Elo push?
Well, now he's crashing himself. Finally, he's doing something right.
Oh, I love it.
Which one did you push in that situation, Elo? Play it again.
Well, here, this is what I hit here.
Nobody likes a tattletale except, of course, me.
Oh. Shut up.
God, everyone's saying you stink on the instant feedback.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, I gotta practice more. I've been out of practice.
You're really bad.
I just love that you bought a $2,000 machine,
right,
to sit on your desk,
and you don't know how to use it. It's kind of like having us talk in front of the board. That wouldn't work too well, right?
No, it wouldn't.
Hint, hint.
Are you planning a podcast?
Well, yeah, it's actually I want to put it on the New York message radio board after I go to the dentist.
Ow.
Hello, Mr. Logan. I'm sending someone for lunch. Would you like something?
Let me have a Diablo sandwich of Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
See, that's how you use it, Elo. See, how's your hangover?
It's pretty good. Yeah, I'm still drunk from the correspondence dinner the other night.
I'm pleased you appreciate good wine.
See, Ant knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
No, you hear that response?
Yeah.
Elo was at the big dinner where Carl Rove did his dumb rap thing.
That was pathetic.
You saw that live?
Yeah, I was there for the whole thing.
Fuck, dude, that's like being at Woodstock. Holy shit.
And what was did the room really think it was funny? What was the take on the room?
The room thought it was the funniest thing they've ever seen.
Come on.
I swear to God. I swear to God. I mean, that happens every year. And last year, Dick Cheney did the comedy that Bush did.
No. My health doesn't allow it.
Hey, Eric, did the chef come out and ask you how you felt about the dinner? Did he come out and make any comments on that?
Not at all.
No, see, you were supposed to play a clip there. Man, you're lost.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, Ant doesn't have it on the same one?
No.
Well, but you didn't ask Ant. You asked Elo.
Food, all right.
Well, we're waiting.
What? Good evening.
You're stupid.
So everyone enjoyed Carl Rove doing the...
No, everybody hated it.
Did you laugh?
Yeah, I did, because I was hammered.
Try the wine.
But no, I'm actually going to buy a table for next year. I think I mentioned to you, Opie. We're going to buy a table, and then you, me, Jimmy, and Ant, we're all going to go down.
Boring. Sucks.
I would love to do that.
I love how Elo always comes up with something we're going to do a year from now.
That's right.
And then you forget about what he told you a year ago. Why didn't you get it this year?
Oh, it's merger. That's the answer now. I mean, I've got so many great corporate excuses right now, you won't even imagine.
Act like wherever you are, that's the place to be.
That's right.
Merger ain't happening.
Oh, now, stop that.
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
People are working very hard to get this thing through.
I was politicking with the A-list people at the correspondence dinner.
Mm-hmm. I would love to go to that.
You would, yeah, especially given the recent performance at the Jeter dinner. That would be great.
I was very...
Yeah, you could piss off high-profile politicians.
I was very well behaved at the Jeter dinner, though. Well, no, I wasn't.
No, you did. I mean, listen, I think if you follow senators in the bathroom, there'll be a different type of guard that gets you this time.
I was hurt.
Jimmy laying on the floor of the bathroom getting cuffed.
Telling the pests to attack George Bush.
It's the number of the White House.
Well, there's another one coming up in about 2 weeks. It's the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Oh, can we get into that one?
Yeah, I'm into that one. And they last year they had Colbert, the guy that does everything on Comedy Central.
Colbert
offended so many people that they got Rich Little this year.
Are you shitting me?
I swear to God, they were so concerned with what he would say they got Rich Little to be the comic.
Well, there won't be any controversial statements being made.
No wonder why none of his impressions are still alive.
Hello, gonna do my Johnny Carson impression for the 80th time.
Great.
Hey, listen, did you get close to Bush at all?
Yeah, it was about, I don't know, maybe 45 feet from him.
Did he have security around him?
You know, frighteningly enough, he didn't.
What are you, a fucking... What? Did he have security around him? The president.
Why didn't you get a picture with him?
Well, that's when the security would have came out from under the table, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Is he a good guy?
I highly doubt it based upon the performance Tuesday night.
Who's the highest person in office, like the most powerful person that you spoke to that night?
Let's see. Probably Brian Williams of NBC News.
Wow.
Office. That's it.
Did you ask him why he had Mr. Potato Head features? And his fucking eyes don't match his nose? Looks like he was all thrown on at the end by God. Guy had to pinch a log off and run out and finish his face real quick.
Bum on 42nd Street wants to know, hey, Ope, ask Elo when Mel comes into his office if he'll play I Have Nowhere Else to Go.
Yes, I will.
No, Mel.
Elo, you're not going anywhere, I hope.
No, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere.
No.
Yeah, middle management never gets tossed out. Even upper middle management with mergers.
This is the one time you wish you were middle management. So
You just don't want to be like redundant.
Yeah.
You don't want to be one of those redundant guys.
Hey, any politicians hit on you?
Catherine Harris from Florida. That's got like 5 facelifts.
Jesus. No, we're talking about the guys.
Oh, the guys?
Yeah, did Barney Franks try to get you to fucking teabag him? Or did you fucking eat potato salad out of James Trafficante's wig?
Wow.
Wow, that's a good pull.
That fucking thing on his head, it looks like a white throw rug. I want to pull it off and go, the gag's over, you win. Whatever bet you made, you win.
That's beautiful.
All right.
So how's the merger talk? How's Mel doing with the merger talks? They've been running him over the coals over there.
Yeah, just go ahead and hang up now, Opie.
No, I don't hang up on anybody.
No, I'm actually asking you for real.
The merger?
Yeah, 'cause I'm concerned.
You're concerned about the merger? You?
Well, yeah, I don't want us to get douched.
We're interested. New York Times best-selling, soon-to-be author?
Yeah, you're right. That's a good point.
Hey, by the way, if I get the chance to throw out the first pitch, I'm throwing it right into the stadium.
How about you try to throw it to center field?
Yeah.
Over the backstop.
I'll turn around and throw it the other way.
I should send you my email when I threw out the first pitch of the All-Star game last year.
Why? What?
You did? Riveting.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Were you one of 100?
No, it was. I got the intro and everything with the name on the Jumbotron.
And you came out and threw it, and what happened?
It was a cutter. It was down and away. It was a great pitch.
A cutter down and away, what, like 10 feet in front of the plate?
It was a one-hopper.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
I always knew Elo was a cutter.
Wait.
That's pretty good.
You threw out the opening pitch to the All-Star game?
Yeah, All-Star weekend, absolutely.
Did you get to meet all the ball players?
Yes, I did, actually.
You were the guy on TV throwing out the first pitch.
The guy at the opening game of All-Star Weekend, I threw out the first pitch.
On TV.
Opening game of All-Star Weekend.
All-Star Weekend, okay.
Right,
now we understand.
It sounded really like a big shot, but come on, let's hear the rest of this.
Well, there was nobody in the stand. It was 5 people. It was the XM Futures game.
Oh, wow. What they would do is after for their batting practice, they would use his head to like balance the ball on, and they would hit the ball on the top of his head.
Ball.
So I was going to run out of steam on that one because my tongue is sore.
Hold on, Elo. Ed wants to tell you something. Ed in Boston, what's up?
Oh, dude, my wife gave up the balloon knot last night, but you guys almost screwed it up, I got to tell you.
Why?
Oh, I'll describe this. We're on the couch, right? And her legs are way up in the air. I'm going to town. And she says, I want you to put it in my ass. Now, I'm only a gentleman. I must oblige, you know. And I thought, I got to loosen this up. You know how it is. And so I get down there and I work a finger and I start laughing. Because the only thing I can think of is I'm going to work 2 fingers in you, I'm going to work them around the circular motion, and I'm going to put my fist in you. And oh my God, I almost screwed it up.
Oh, that's the promo with E-Rock.
Yeah, you don't want to laugh.
Elo, are you for anal sex?
Am I for anal sex?
Yeah, what's your stance?
As long as it's not mine.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Good answer.
But I learned something else on you guys' show.
What?
Listen to this. My wife comes home. I come home from work. I'm the only one working. And she tells stories like she doesn't stop. And so I says to her, and then what happened? And then what happened? Every time she says something, just like Opie does, man, it works like a charm, let me tell you.
You sure bring the show home with you, don't you?
He's got the home version. I like that. Nothing wrong with the home version of the Opie and Anthony show. Hey, you didn't say hi to Elo.
Hi, Elo.
How are you?
When you speak to Elo, sir, and all the callers, when you speak to Elo, say, love you, Elo, love your sound clips.
Love you, Elo, love your sound clips.
It's exactly what Mancow said when he called me yesterday.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Did he really call you?
No. He actually had called before, though.
Of course he has.
Yeah.
He's calling everybody. He's calling CB radio companies.
Yeah. Ham operators.
Yeah, ham operators. Can I broadcast on your ham radio? Jackass.
Eric?
Yes, sir.
Are we going to be thrown off XM?
Yeah, we are.
Probably.
We're very nervous about that. We're very sad about it.
Just say it so the message boards can write about it, Elo.
Well, I mean, this is going to be a tough go the next 12 months with you guys on XM. It really is.
Yeah,
No, you mean afterwards? Like once, certain parties are in place and certain things are happening.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's going to be challenging. I can't lie to you.
Yeah.
Well, we felt connected for a long time. We love this company. This company loves us, or so we thought.
Now we got to start kissing XM's ass again because CBS got rid of Joel Hollander. God, does this suck?
Yeah, I'm next.
But you were a shoo-in for that job.
Yeah, why didn't you go for that job, Elo?
You should have gone for the CBS job.
Yeah, well, I was trying to, but I was afraid if Aunt would call me psychotic.
Well, you have a job. You don't need a new one.
I didn't call Dan Mason psychotic.
Well, that's not what I read.
It's in print.
Man,
it's in print, Aunt. What can I tell you?
I'm going to have to speak to that guy when he gets into his office and say, look, I never said that.
No, he said he was gay.
I did not.
Well, that was all fair.
You did ask him about anal sex, though. So.
Never, ever, ever. Dan is a nice man. Met him on numerous occasions. Always enjoyed his company.
Dan and I have been corresponding via email as the last 72 hours.
Oh. Well, that's nice.
Yeah. Just wished him all the best.
That's good.
Has he been saying, look, how much to get these two off my airways?
Exactly.
Did he say, who are you, and then hit the spam button on your email?
All right, we got to get to Laszlo.
Yeah.
Go, Laszlo. Hey, Laszlo, good talking to you.
You too, buddy.
I just watched the trailer. It was great.
Thank you very much.
Can't wait for the game.
Laszlo's doing a show tomorrow night, Eric. What do you think of that?
Razzle dazzle.
Can't wait.
No, you're supposed to play a fucking sound clip.
Elo.
No.
Always wrong.
I like his schizophrenic clips.
Well, I bet I know who he doesn't play that one for when he walks into the office to give Elo a scolding.
I actually had to have a bank of uncensored and censored because if I get the wrong one, hit the wrong button with the wrong person, it's over.
Yeah, that's bad.
Where do you get your sound clips from, though? Did you actually ask some of the guys from the Opie and Anthony show to send a big zip file of sound clips, or?
I've actually tasked many producers. I actually hand them the instant replay and stick them upstairs for 2 or 3 hours and get me new clips.
Shut up! Stop it!
Quiet. Stop whining.
Boring. This sucks.
All right, Elo.
I need one of those in life.
Yeah.
God. See you guys. Bye.
Bye, Eric.
Bye, Eric Logan.
Thanks for the tickets, by the way.
Yes. Thank you anyway, Elo.
You'll hear on the replay. Thank you for the Yankees and Mets home opener tickets.
Home opener tickets.
Home opener.
It's very nice of him. I like Eric Logan. He's a good egg.
Yeah. All right, Elo. Laszlo, sorry.
Laszlo,
We're both
Elo.
from Oklahoma, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I went out to lunch with Elo, and he's like, we have to go to this place that's got a lot of stuff from Oklahoma on the wall.
On the wall?
Yeah.
The Ramrod Bar.
No, it's an Oklahoma sports bar. I'm serious. Fucking good one, Jay. All right, Technophile, you're doing it tomorrow night on 202, right?
Well, I'm doing the Laszlo show.
Oh, actually, the Laszlo show, right? Sure. Which is different than the Technophile.
Yeah, for the Technophile, I went to Germany last week.
Germany.
And went to CeBIT, which is the largest technology convention in the world, like hundreds of thousands of people from around the world.
Yeah.
And one of the striking differences in conventions in Europe versus the United States, like at E3, the big video game convention, they had a thing last year where they said no booth babes. for some reason. They said it was offensive to the women.
Yeah.
They had booth babes at this convention. This is a technology convention. They had booth babes that were topless. And for like accounting software or some shit.
Another difference too in the German, the big German things is they have the fun thing to do there is the Dunker-Jew.
Topless babes.
Yeah, at booths.
See, they're not uptight over there. They know that people could handle their freaking nudity.
It's weird. You go into like a magazine shop and the porn section, you know how it's sort of behind the counter
because
we're all 7-Eleven?
Because you have to be ashamed to buy stuff like that in America.
You walk by and there's like, kids walking around the magazine shop or whatever, and the porn section has got the front of magazines with chicks, legs completely spread, full snatch shot. And kids are just walking by like, blah, blah, blah.
Good for them. And we're a bunch of fucking sticks in the mud.
Yeah. We're all ashamed when it comes to sex in this country.
So there was obviously the convention, and Laszlo's brought over from Europe some information on some of these things. I like this one. Ringtones. Oh, there's some of the naked booth babes.
Oh, they paint them up and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Jesus.
Yeah, that girl needs blue paint, that one.
What's that?
Well, there's a little sagging going on.
One in the middle looks like she was saved by the Allies at the end of the war. Hair's a little short.
All right. I actually went to Auschwitz while I was there.
Did you?
Yeah, we went to Poland after the... And if you ever want to go to Europe, I can map a full trip for you, because I know that you're never interested in leaving the country.
Yeah.
But there was a hotel in a town in Poland that we stayed at where Hitler used to make speeches off the balcony.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you could rent the Hitler room.
Really get the Hitler room over there? And go walk out on the balcony?
It's nice. Go have a tea at the Eagle's Nest. What a creep.
Well, I'm interested in the era.
Yes.
I like the World War II era and memorabilia from everything. I'm not done talking about Nazis. I'm just talking about like the whole era intrigues me. So I would like to go to Europe and visit some of those places. So you went to Auschwitz.
Yeah, I want to know about Auschwitz.
And how is that?
Well, I wore my Razzle Dazzle T-shirt. So I thought I did maybe get some funny shots, but the place is a bit of a downer.
Is it a bit of a downer? Is it a solemn place? Are there a lot of people there as far as, like, people that work there? No. I don't mean work. They're like, work is freedom kind of thing. I mean, like...
It's massive. It stretches on forever when you walk in, and it's just like prison house after prison house after prison house, and you can just walk into them, and they look like they were abandoned 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. They've left the place like when the Nazis split. And so you go into this area, and there's piles of human hair where they would shave it off of people's heads and then gas them. And they just have left the piles there. And then there's piles of baby shoes.
Are you kidding me?
I swear
they didn't get rid of all that?
They left everything there.
Yeah, they made it part of a museum.
I thought they got rid of all that stuff.
Dude, you're standing in front of a pile literally the size of a room full of ponytails just chopped off.
Poor ponies.
Yeah.
Okay, terrific.
Yeah.
Well, it's great. They did.
What do they sell in the gift shop?
Yeah,
morbid.
They did. They do have a gift shop.
Is there an Auschwitz gift shop?
That's insane.
Yeah. You can get postcards.
You have postcards from Auschwitz.
What?
Yeah.
I went to Auschwitz and all I got was this lousy arm tattoo.
God. They're actual black and white postcards. Black and white is more is acceptable.
They had a ton of stuff in the gift shop, actually.
How sad was it to see that shit piled up, man? It's awful, right?
There was no, like, snow globes or anything.
No, nothing jolly or merry. Do they walk you through the front gate? Is that how you get in?
Just walk through.
You walk right through? It's not because I'm used to America, where no matter what it is, there's an admission, there's people that work there, there's security, there's, don't touch this, don't go here. Is it that vibe, or is it just kind of an abandoned place that you feel like you're hanging out with your buddies walking through?
No, you walk through the gate where it says, with work comes freedom or whatever, and you just stroll around. And you go from like you walk up to this...
Arbeit macht free.
Yeah, you walk into this one building, and there's a sign that says, here's where they used to do experiments on people.
What's to keep you from stealing the hair of baby shoes?
No, they have like they have a glass in front of it and stuff like that. But thanks for... I did think about
stealing
Anthony something
dead
back.
baby shoes. That would have been great.
Awful.
Hang them from my rearview mirror. What the hell would I do with dead baby shoes, you sicko?
No, I understand.
Oh.
I'm saying what prevents even like young Germans from burning shit? Like, the fucking...
What was weird is when you go into some of the bunkhouses, like the prison houses and stuff like that, because they're open. You can just walk around this enormous complex. It's like,
I don't know. Postcards, massive.
How many football fields of space? And you walk in and like German kids and stuff have gone in and put like their gang tags inside.
Oh, God.
Great.
No respect.
Fucking just an awful country.
Wow, look at that. That is giant. Just sprawling. Oh, there's the barbed wire fences. Very familiar.
Can you go in the guard towers and stuff?
No, I didn't get to go into the guard towers. I don't think you can.
The train tracks.
How long did you walk around for?
It pretty much takes all day.
Yee.
That
building's got a chimney on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I walked inside there. Yeah, you can go in and open the oven doors and...
That is insane.
You can go in and open an oven door.
Yeah. I swear to God, they left it like the Nazis split 2 years ago, and
that's the yard between blocks 10 and 11, where thousands of prisoners, mainly Poles, were shot dead by the SS. Yeah, they're right there. Oh, look at that! My goodness, what jolly postcards they brought back from Germany there.
Actually, Auschwitz is in Poland.
Oh, Poland, sorry.
Yeah, hi, Mom, having a great time in Poland. Can't wait to see you.
Are there nice hotels and stuff around there you can stay in?
No, the town's
is morbid. It has to be.
Like, it's like the look on people's faces.
I'm sure there's not a Hooters in the town.
That one is a little inappropriate. The one that says, "Wish you were here."
What's in the town?
Nothing.
And who would live in this town?
I have no idea.
Is there restaurants?
Yeah, there's some restaurants, and
you see happy people just walking around.
No, they have that look on their face like
people.
Yeah, we know it's here.
Yeah, we live here. Yeah,
exactly. It was either this or Flint, Michigan. I picked.
It's bizarre how the train tracks though just go right through the front doors and go to the back of the facility, and there's like there's ovens on the left and the right side, and they would just empty the trains and herd them right in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So did you get like an eerie feeling when you're there? Do you get this kind of... Like,
yeah, it's creepy. It's probably the most evil place I've ever been other than Branson, Missouri. The place is fucked.
Branson.
Do you feel an energy there, like just an evil
negativity?
Energy?
It's bad news, dude.
Really?
Yeah. Like I wanted to... I thought of Anthony, like, could I bring something back? But I didn't even want to have anything in my possession
from
the place.
It seems like evil, like just bad ground. Like there are spirits there that just are not at rest, probably. And it's probably like something you could actually feel.
Was it a sunny day when you were there?
No, of course it was drizzling and overcast, which is, I don't know what it is about Eastern Europe, but as soon as you cross over, it just turns to drizzle.
Nasty.
Everybody just looks depressed.
Wow.
I wonder what it's like to go back there as somebody who's survived this. Like to see it, like where you can walk freely in and out.
I'm sure it's just like seeing your old college.
Yeah.
Alma mater.
Yeah.
Go into your old bunkhouse where there are notches on how tall you were getting.
They actually showed
it's not
you could walk into some of the prison cells and see like artwork that people had scraped with their fingernails.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, that's a hell of a
it's a bit of a downer.
What made you do that?
I don't know, dude. You know what it was? I think it's because I've made so many horrible sort of like Jew and gas jokes over the years that I was like, you know what, I should actually
put this in some perspective.
You know, like, oh, Auschwitz, you know, give me those ribs kind of vibe. And
did it change anything?
Yeah, I was going to ask that too. Did it change you?
No.
A little bit.
No, come on. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to do the jokes, but I mean, did it change you?
You know, it's probably after 9/11 where you sort of like there's that period where you kind of take things really seriously.
Yeah, if you go down to Ground Zero and stuff and kind of walk around, you feel that way. You get all angry again and kind of get those feelings churned up. And so I'm sure if you go there,
you go to the airport and they fucking take your toothpaste away.
Yeah, and then then you get pissed.
Did you have any snacks while you were there?
Yeah, no, I kind of lost my appetite. I got to be honest. But
yeah, that would suck. Like,
wow, this is a side of Laszlo we've never seen.
Some big fat tourist just like eating an ice cream cone where people were starving to death. You know.
But you walk around the grounds and there's these huge pits where after they would burn the bodies, they would just go dump the ashes, and you're just like standing at the edge of a huge pit of cremains. Like, you know what? I'm not real hungry.
And all that
stuff is still there. They didn't bury it up or throw dirt on it. Nothing.
And all it is when you think of those things, because you've been to places where you think all it's been is time. Like, just time has gone by between me standing here and horrific things happening. It's the exact location where these awful things happen, and the only difference is, days on a calendar going by. That is creepy.
So you can fly from here to Poland, and where can you stay in Poland that's kind of like decent? Like
Krakow. Krakow's awesome. That's where we stayed.
How far is that from there?
Hour and a half. Yeah, an hour and a half from Auschwitz.
And
the town is untouched from World War II.
Is there another camp over there?
I believe there was another camp outside of Krakow, but I mean Auschwitz-Birkenau is
that's
called.
Your big camp.
If
you're going to go, that's the one you want to go.
Get.
That's like the Disney of concentration camps.
Do they speak English there, people?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And people actually work there?
Yeah.
I'm sure you could get a guide or something, right?
Work at Auschwitz. That would just be like,
yeah, some of the guides are like, people that were living there involuntarily.
Oh,
now
really?
This is their therapy to take you on the tour.
They take fat American tourists around. Hey, here's where all my buddies got.
And then you hand them the camera and go, hey, can you take my picture?
Take a picture of me over here. Take a picture by the front gate. Murray, get over here. Get the camera.
Like stupid American people. They don't understand.
So wait a minute. How far of a flight is Poland?
Oh, my God.
Jesus. Days. It's like 9 hours.
That's not that bad. I'm thinking of going there, man.
Really?
I'd like to see that, yeah.
Yeah, but then you got to take a boxcar there, which takes a while. They really want you to get the experience.
No, I kind of want to go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I would do like a whole... If I was to go to Europe, I would do a whole World War II tour. I would want to see Normandy. I would want to see... some in France, maybe their stupid fucking Maginot Line. Germany, obviously. I want to go to Berlin.
Poland's cool because you can check out restaurants that they've been around since like 1382 that the SS took over. Like the finest restaurant in Krakow. One of the things it says, was a favorite of the SS. Like, oh well, we should go.
Hey. Well, it's like here the truckers love this place. It's got to be good. The SS ain't here. Well,
how expensive is it?
Oh, it's cheap.
Poland?
Yeah. You can go to the SS's favorite restaurant and get a huge plate full of wild boar, duck, and venison with loads of wine for next to nothing.
Yeah, for the price of a Luger.
Oh, boar. I thought they were serving Iraq.
Didn't say serving incompetent.
Sorry. Well, why don't we take a break and get happy?
Yeah, I'll tell you about some of the cool stuff from Seabit.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the techno file with Laszlo next. Stay there.
The Opie and Anthony Show proudly presents an intimate moment with adult video star Diesel Washington and our own E-Rock.
Now you can make this easy, or you can make it hard. You're going to do everything I say. If you don't do anything I say, I'm going to smack you across the face. Start off on your knees first. Sniff my balls with your nose first. Then I'll pull out my cock, shove it in the back of your throat, smack it across the face a couple of times, then bend you over, spit into your asshole, work 2 fingers in there, open it up in a circular fashion, then I'll work my fist in you.
All right, we got Laszlo in studio.
Yo.
Really quick, this is a good question from Detroit. Ryan, what's up?
Love you guys. Love your show. Just wondering how the pets are making out with Mandouche.
That's a good question. Maybe we could get an update before we leave for the weekend.
Do we give out the number?
We want an all-out attack on that douche.
Yeah, that'd be nice to hear.
Yeah, what's the phone number
I'm on my way home, so...
All right, we'll give you an update.
Coming in the attack.
It's 1-888-2-MAN-COW.
Yeah?
That was it.
All right, we're...
888-2-MAN-COW.
All right, Laszlo, let's get into the techno file.
Just bash them.
Yeah, we'll get an update. Ringtones for car alarms.
Yeah, ringtones make so much money, and they keep trying to figure out new ways to get you to buy the same song 18 times.
Yeah.
So over at the CeBIT convention in Germany, they were showing off these car alarms that, when people alarm their car and you get that stupid chirp sound or whatever, instead of that chirp, you can play, like 5-10 seconds of your favorite song. You can also load in a ringtone that'll play if somebody's breaking into your car.
Really?
Yeah.
So instead of the alarm, it plays the ringtone.
Right.
I think depending on what neighborhood you're parking your car in, maybe this.
And listen, you communists and niggers and Jews, tell all your buddies to spread the news. Today, judgment will soon be nigh, as the Lord in his wisdom looks down from on high. Will his battle be lost by mixing the races? We want beautiful babies, not ones with brown faces.
Wouldn't that be nice?
You didn't let the chorus play.
Sorry.
And listen, you communists and niggers and Jews, tell all your buddies to spread the news. Today, judgment will soon be nigh, as the Lord in his wisdom looks down from on high. Will his battle be lost by mixing the races? We want beautiful babies, not ones with brown faces. Oh, never I say, for the Ku Klux Klan is here to stay. Never I say, because the Ku Klux Klan is here to stay.
It really break your concentration when you're trying to pull out a car stereo.
Yeah. And that's playing.
So what you want to do is,
the fuck, motherfucker!
You want to just tap your toes. Well, look all you communists and niggers and Jews. That's a whole bunch of unpleasant people listed in one group to these people. They certainly don't like the communists, niggers, or Jews.
Communists.
By the way, dumb idea.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, it's just stupid.
Well, they keep putting all these new hard drives, and that's the new thing is like PCs for your car.
For everything, yeah.
For everything. And, they have the PCs for your car now that has Wi-Fi so that when you drive up, it links with your home computer. And when you're at your computer, you can be dumping, movies and music and stuff to your car that's
into
sitting on the driveway. Because, God forbid you not watch movies while you drive down the road.
You don't have access. You need access to online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's just the world we live in now. Who doesn't have access to some form of the internet or even your email or something at all times? And we're just obsessed with, everyone's fucking got the BlackBerry out or their phones or something and constantly texting or checking your email. It's just what we do now.
Yeah,
constantly.
They're starting to talk about passing laws against texting while driving.
In Jersey, that story hit this week.
Been a few accidents. Because, dude, I'm guilty. Like, the BlackBerry goes off while you're driving. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, I'll tap one out real quick at 60 miles an hour.
I've answered,
I drive.
yes. Y-E, and you're looking down. Where is that letter? You look up, you're weaving over on the road.
I had a friend smash his Escalade into a concrete barrier with BlackBerry.
Texting.
Yeah.
Ooh, you just send, thanks for the... just hit a wall.
Hey, we got a problem here. Don, what's up?
Yo, man, you guys are going to get me killed. Hang on a minute.
Oh, no.
I'm at a gas station here, and I'm filling up. When you guys just started playing that shit, you got to give us a little bit of warning, man. Holy shit, dude.
Now listen, you communists and niggers and Jews, tell all your buddies to spread the news.
I like the fact that
I'm in the van right now, but the guy behind me in the pickup truck didn't seem to like it too much, man.
We hear this from time to time, that we'll all of a sudden just play something and you got the radio real loud in your cubicle, or you leave your car to gas up and you want to hear the show, so you turn it up a little louder.
You turn it up loud while you're at the back of your car and you just slow motion, no!
I had the driver's side door open, and I'm standing there, and I just started to walk around to the back of the van, man, to go get the windshield wiper thing, and all of a sudden that cracked in, and I'm like, holy shit!
You just see a black guy looks just like Marcellus Wallace carrying the coffee when he sees Bruce Willis. Motherfucker!
Yeah, we hear about that from time to time.
You know what's a great line there is when he goes, what's it, something, come all you, the first word.
Now listen, you communists and
niggers and Jews. Tell all your buddies to spread the news. I love the tell all your buddies to spread the news. Like, okay, all communists, all niggers, and all Jews are going around going, guess what? The Ku Klux Klan is here to stay, and they want pretty babies, not ones with brown faces. They don't believe in mixing the races.
Why are you telling me this? Because they told me to spread the news.
Spreading the news.
To my buddies.
Like it's
to my
good
buddies.
Stuff. Tell your buddies.
Now listen, all you communists and niggers and Jews.
All right, what else we got on the techno file?
Oh yeah, I saw the world's largest LCD screen. You know, they keep trying to outdo each other with like the world's largest plasma. There was one 103 inches, and
the one in Dallas is going to be massive. The Cowboys, their new stadium.
Oh really?
They were showing their display. Holy shit!
And anyway, it's getting nuts. But there's home LCD screens, you know, for your living room. I saw one that they debuted there. There's 108 inches, and the screen costs $80,000.
Nice.
$80,000.
Which would be pretty sweet if you're playing with your Nintendo Wii and you fling the fucking controller into the middle of the screen.
Fan comment? No? The Wii?
I'm responsible.
How big is 108 inches?
It's the size of that wall.
Or that window, probably, right?
Oh, much bigger than that.
It's even bigger than that.
Bigger than that, Jimmy.
Well, it's like my dick plus 98.
Correct. Is it really as big as that wall? About?
It's massive, dude.
Yeah, it's very big. They also showed off waterproof LCDs for placement by the pool.
Yeah. It was pretty nuts. You can now mount LCD screens outside so that you're never away from your entertainment. And and they get rained on, whatever. Sunshine.
Yeah.
No problem.
No ill effects.
And you can watch all your programs.
Correct.
I'm watching out by the pool, darling.
I'd splash water on it just to have fun.
You know, you're talking about sending messages. That I couldn't. They had like one of those crotch rocket motorcycles there, and outfitting it with all this gizzardry and gadgetry. And they had this device that goes on the tank, you know, it's like a GPS or whatever, and they were showing off how you can send messages, you know, through, it gets a wireless signal. So while you're on a motorcycle, you're tapping out fucking text messages.
Oh, that's what you need to be doing.
At least when you're in a car, there's a chance you'll live in if you get into an accident.
Yeah.
Got an airbag.
Oh, you do not need that.
No kidding.
You know, I was kind of joking. I was only joking when I was talking about
the black people.
No, I was talking about.
All right. Well,
the voice text. I said voice text would be a great idea, and it got a laugh because you got a phone, you're talking into it. Why not just call your friend? Well, the reason you don't want to call is because that's the reason you're sending the text in the first place.
You want to just get
So my girlfriend just got a new phone. It has voice activated text. So you talk into it with voice identification. It types out what you're saying, and then you send it as a text. So instead of having to punch in, you just talk.
And we got it right?
I guess so.
I hear that technology's getting a lot better.
Yeah,
finally.
it is getting a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
I checked out a couple of things like that over there where you can even do it where somebody sends you an email, it reads it to you aloud while you're driving, and then you say out loud reply, and then you go, no, go fuck yourself, I want more money. And then it will either put it in text like you're saying or just record like an MP3 and email them the MP3.
No, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, and I stopped by this one booth that was giving away mobile phone condoms, which was...
Well, I like that, actually. Just in case someone uses your phone?
Well...
bunch of germaphobes we are.
User. Excuse me, Mr. Reed, would you like to call the hospital? Use this.
Oh, this is in case you carry your phone in your asshole.
In case?
Yeah. Well, I guess this guy was telling me so you could take your phone swimming.
But it's just a condom. I thought it'd be a little different looking.
No, and you wrap it around your phone, the guy was showing me.
That guy's a douche.
And what I really want to do is put one...
and what? Then tie a knot?
Yeah, tie a knot on the end, and then stick it up some chick's hoochie.
Yeah.
How about just fucking leaving it with your clothes and talking when you get out of the pool?
All right, look, now we all have to do this, this is so stupid.
I got to roll the condom on my phone.
Yeah, but the problem is it doesn't...
Oh, my phone just came. What fucking happens?
It doesn't work so well on flip phones, I think, is the problem.
It looks like one of my condoms.
It's I think it's for...
It's a regular condom.
For the candy bar phones.
There it goes, though. No, it went over my flip phone.
Oh. Yeah.
Somebody calling? That would suck. How do I get it off?
It's got that reservoir tip in case you get
good.
too many fucking text messages or something.
Somehow the phone call just doesn't feel as good, though. It sucks. I'm going to pull it off.
Yeah, it's dumb. That's a dumb.
Yeah, I really didn't.
Idea.
I guess it would make sense if you like painted pools for a living or something. But
because you can't answer the fucking
No, he
thing.
says, well, if you've got a flip phone, yeah, but if you've got like a candy bar phone, then you can. The guy said, oh yeah, you can talk to it. I go, isn't it a little odd to have a condom up against your face talking into it?
Yeah,
not in certain circles.
Not with a phone in it.
Exactly.
All right, well, that's
all right, yeah,
non-idea.
And Than and I were talking about this. There was these new digital cameras that are coming out that have GPS, so that every time you take a photo, it records the exact latitude and longitude of where you're standing.
Where the photo is taken?
And then when you jack it into your computer, it'll pull up a Google Earth map so that you can have like a clickable map of all the icons. Will show sort of like a breadcrumb trail of the exact places that you took photos in case you...
That's kind of cool, though.
That is
Doesn't
kinda cool.
come in handy for some applications?
Yeah, yeah.
None of which I could think of now.
Right. I'm thinking like it's cool, but I'm thinking how would they catch criminals? There's something they could do with it.
Yeah, something.
Let's just acknowledge how I not only derailed that discussion, but just contributed nothing. I just talked.
Yeah, you just open your mouth and sound.
But there was an emotion there, like I thought I had something. I'm talking, I'm going, this is meaningless to even me. This is boring to even think, much less tell two countries. So my apologies to the listeners.
Brought up Google Map, and I on Fark today was laughing, Fark.com. They had a little thing where somebody put in, they wanted directions.
Oh, is this to
from
Ireland?
Chicago to London, England. And at step 20, it ended in Massachusetts at some place. And then it said, swim across Atlantic Ocean, 3,200 miles or something like that. And the whole trip was supposed to take something like 30 days or 29 days and change. I guess, and we thought, why would they do that? And probably because people were goofing on them. They're like, well, you say drive, across the ocean.
Take a left, watch
Take
there's
a
water
left.
there.
So they
I just love that somebody at Google Maps or whatever had the foresight to put that in the programming to make a command to leave the dock and your car and swim across the Atlantic.
And then somehow, after you're done swimming, you just have to hop up on a road, because from the swimming, it's another road. So you have to know exactly where to swim to get out, towel off, get yourself a rental, drive on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah, plus
get to where you're going.
Your possessions, how do you carry them?
How?
What are you going to swim?
Just swimming the whole way.
And you going to have
mobile phone condom.
Yeah, but how do you carry your suit? What if you're going to a wedding or a function of some sort? Your suit will wrinkle.
Hey, the Man Cow update. Man Cow screener is going nuts. He asked me, how would you like it if I bothered you all day at your job?
Wow, way to make a comeback, that guy.
Wow. Way to go. That'll get people to stop.
He is good.
What else you got, Laszlo?
Finally, I saw this. They keep cramming more junk into mobile phones, and this one very frightening German gentleman showed me how they're trying to put breathalyzers.
Jew detector? Oh, you said frightening German, man.
That's right, it has a penny that it just drops out of the phone, and whoever immediately goes to get it, well, you got your man.
That old gag.
Penny jokes are timeless. Fucking
eating pennies, dropping pennies.
Wait, I remember there's one Jewish joke that always made me laugh, and it's really awful. It was like, to hell with the expense, shouted Mr. Finkelstein. Give that parakeet another seed. Oh my God. To hell with the expense, give him a seed. It just is awful.
No, but so they're putting breathalyzers into mobile phones so that if you've got if you've got a staff out in the field, where you like they have a real problem up in the slope, as they call it in Alaska. You know, they're constantly randomly drug testing those guys because it's so depressing.
Yeah, you need a little something.
You need a little pop
day.
to get you through, but you're working on a pipeline that if it could have exploded, you'd have a crater the size of Manhattan.
Yeah.
So basically, the boss could call the phone and say, you know, blow into your phone.
Breathe into your phone.
And it sends the results back to him by text message.
Wow, we need one of those.
We got a dude from Hoboken. Hoboken. What's up, bro?
It's Too Fat from Hoboken. I got a gem for you guys.
Yeah.
Let's end the show with a bang.
What are you talking about, sir?
Yeah, with my girl. If you guys want to freeze, I mean, it's not a visual. I don't got the computer stuff.
Pal Talk.
You guys have, Pal Talk. But you guys, I can put it on speaker.
All right, yeah, put it on speaker. Laszlo, you got it?
Let me turn off my radio. Let me turn off my XM.
All right. What else you got there, Laszlo?
Well, security software is so huge at these.
Ready?
Hold on 2 seconds, sir.
Security software is so huge at these conventions, you know, that people are just so paranoid.
You're gonna love this.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Why don't you just talk?
What are you doing?
Jesus. Sorry, Laszlo.
Hoboken dude. Too fat.
Hoboken guy ain't
Too
gonna
fat.
shut up. Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's up?
Hold on one
second. Anthony, my hero.
Jesus Christ. All right, Too Fat. Hold on 1 second. Laszlo has one last thing to do, and then you're like the showstopper.
Go on, Les.
Laszlo, out of here. We got real business.
Jesus. He ain't gonna shut up.
Just start quietly. Just start fucking her quietly.
Yeah, we'll get to you.
You're right. I gotta get a rod, man.
All right.
All right, go get a rod.
Right.
Laszlo's gonna do his last item here.
I'm gonna put you on speaker. Hold on.
All right. Jesus.
My God.
If you're paranoid about, like, your chick getting onto your computer and, like, poking around or using your machine, they've got security software now where the computer knows if it's you typing because you have a specific sort of algorithm to the way that you type and the way that you click around.
Ooh. Wait a minute. So, like, if all of a sudden on the computer you type in a word with an N and a couple of G's, they just know it's Anthony?
So if it detects that it's an algorithm different from the way that you normally type, it will just freeze up and lock the person out.
What if it's you? Just switch it up a little bit.
Well, if you're drunk, that's the question I had, is if you're shit-faced, you're going to type differently.
Where can I get this software?
It's going to be on the internet pretty soon.
All right, Too Fat.
Yeah, what's up, Hope?
Laszlo's doing his regular show tomorrow night, by the way, on 202.
Yeah, it's the Laszlo Show, Big Wayne, Reed, Cousin Ed.
Oh, it's an off weekend, huh?
Cousin Ed from Philly?
Yes, who was fired months ago.
Really?
Yep. Yeah.
Why? He was there for 20 years.
What happened?
I don't know. CBS downsizing.
Hello.
Hey.
Jimmy's my hero. Say hi to her.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hello, madam.
All right, you two.
What's your name, ma'am?
We're gonna call her Jane.
Okay.
Right. Is Jane hot?
Yeah, she's fucking real hot, dude. And they call me Too Fat, not because I'm fat. I'm fat in midsection.
We don't really care about you, sir.
I want to know what he looks like.
We want.
We never asked about you, sir.
We want her to be mic'd for this.
Hey, babe, come on. They want to hear you.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So you're being fucked, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Huh?
Is he doing it right now?
Huh?
Is he fucking you right now?
Come on, Tony. I'm going to make her give me some head, Aunt. Hold on.
Let's hear it sloppy. Sloppy or no good?
No. Spit on it. Spit on it. Yeah, suck that cock.
Otto.
Suck that cock.
Come on, don't stop. Yeah.
It's impossible to come up with original new sex talk.
No, it's not.
There's nothing new. You gotta, like, maybe go revert back to, like, 1870 or 1850 when
the old whore.
Yes. Belle. I remember on the eve of the 4th, the blowjob you gave me was exquisite.
No, you just gotta think on your feet. Like, if I'm like...
What?
I always tell my girlfriend, "Oh, baby, you're as tight as a baby carcass." I'm good.
That's good. Too
Yeah.
fat.
What's up, brothers?
All right, what are we up to?
Oh, man, I just got turtle dick right now. I can't get on. I'm getting stage fright.
Turtle dick.
He's got turtle dick. In front of 2 countries.
She was giving you a blowjob and you fucking lost your rod.
Hey, at least he's honest.
Let's talk to Jane. Jane.
Jackie, I want to talk to you, babe. Talk. Hello, say hi.
Hello?
Jane, what happened?
What happened to his rod?
It got small.
It got small.
It got real small?
It got really small. You guys are talking too much.
You guys are making me laugh. I'm getting stage fright.
All right, here's what you do. First of all, that speakerphone kind of sucks. Could you take it off a speakerphone, please?
We're going to call you from a better phone. I'm going to tell your screeners to be ready. Hold on.
All right.
Well, we'll keep this line just in case we lose you.
Don't hang up. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to call you from the next one.
I call from a better line.
Should we do line of the day as they set up for this? Showstopper? Stretch?
Dude.
Fuck, man. I'm disappointing my heroes.
Plan B.
Huh?
Remember this one?
My heroes.
All right. Hold on. Right. Let me just play some music here.
Yeah, give me some 70s.
Listen to this. Hold on.
No, 70s. That's fucked up. That's not right. Fucking the whole music.
All right. Are you guys getting? Are you getting a rod now, sir?
You got to get off a speakerphone.
Are you off speakerphone?
Hold on, Opie. I'm going to call you from this other phone.
Oh, Christ!
My God! All right.
Hold on, dudes, please. Fuck. 313. Fuck, I'm calling 313. My bad.
You just got to get off the speakerphone. That's all. Because we can't hear it. It's
right,
like
Anthony,
echoey.
I forgot. Anthony, Mr.
Dude, you fuck about as well as you dial.
You're off the speakerphone?
Yes, sir. I'm off this.
All right. Let me talk to the girl there.
Talk to her, man. That's Anthony, my hero.
Hello?
All right. Is the guy in front of you? Are you giving him a blowjob?
Well, yeah, I'm not even sure who am I talking to.
This is Anthony. Here's what I want you to do. Don't say anything, okay? Now listen. Keep the phone by your ear.
Can he hear you right now?
Yeah.
Can he hear us?
I mean, can he hear us?
No.
Okay.
All right, listen.
So here's what you got to do. This is key. Keep the phone by your ear.
Don't repeat.
And start giving him a blowjob right now. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do that.
Mhm.
Okay. Now.
Are you blowing him?
Are you blowing him?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now, when I tell you, bite the head of his dick. Okay. No, you got to do it. I'm not talking till it bleeds, but just bite it so he kind of yelps. Okay?
It'll be great.
It'll be really funny. Ready?
Bite.
Bite it. Come on, don't be such a faggot.
Come on, bite.
Bite it.
Fuck in her face, dude.
Look at the way he's talking to you like you're a pig. Bite it.
Would you bite his dick?
Miss, it's a joke. Just bite it. Don't hurt him. Bite it.
Bite it so he fucking yells a little. She's just a good cocksucker.
Why does she have to be such a trooper?
Really? She's like me with that stupid phone call yesterday. She won't do the joke.
Oh, it's your Jessica Alba, dude.
Yeah, sure it is. Denied. Hey, dummy, are you listening?
Bite his dick.
You're listening to me right now.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you have to do this. Just bite his dick.
Or flick his ball with your finger hard.
It would be the highlight of the week.
Come on. Would you bite his dick already?
If I bite it, he's going to get swallowed.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you a dummy.
Fucking broad out there.
Be proud of me.
All right. Come in her eyes till she's blind.
Wait. She's getting fucked now.
Hope so.
eye poppy? Oh, okay.
I'm here.
Hi. Ugh. Not like Daddy.
They have to open the Gentlemen?
Yes.
Just switching up positions.
We're heading to the cat box.
What are you
Man, dude, I gotta get popped.
taking center field?
Hold on, give me some.
Hey, dude.
Jimmy.
Dude.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yes.
Jimmy.
Sir.
Jimmy.
Mister. Sir.
Yeah.
All right, can she hear me or no?
No, she can't. Not now.
While you're fucking her.
She's giving me a ball back.
Just yell out the wrong name.
Oh, Jessica. Oh, fuck. Oh, sorry. Come on. Show him how it's done. Come on, man. Why not?
Was she sucking your dick?
She wants to stop for some fucking wine.
Is she sucking your dick?
She wants to stop. Who's blowing you, Clemenza?
Little wine, some sugar.
Come on, Jimmy.
You slipping your sausage.
What are you, dance judge? Do your job. Suck my cock.
Are you fucking her?
No, I'm getting my knob polished.
All right.
Ah. Okay.
Tell her to finger your ass a la Caligula.
No, she'll lick, man. I don't go for the old. Come on, Jimmy. I'm with you. I'm with you to a certain extent, pal.
Tell her to lick between your cheeks. Let's play Guess What You Had for Dinner Yesterday.
Hold on. He said lick between the cheeks. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. She said she'd never done this before.
Tell her to hurry up and just do it.
It's all right.
Be mean.
That's what it is. Hey, how you lick? Come on. She's getting shy on me all of a sudden.
Oh, what? She don't want to lick your ass?
No, she just does. She doesn't want to call Jimmy's name out while she's doing it.
I don't blame her. Does your crack stink?
Probably.
Just playing on the exercise bike yesterday for 3 hours.
Yeah, man. You guys suck, man.
This crack is awful.
All right, hey, why don't we do line of the day and get the hell out of here?
Thank you, mister. That was good.
I'm sorry, man.
Nah, it was fun, man.
All right, you did all right.
See you, bro.
Thank you.
Later, brother.
That was a good one.
Too fat, everyone, from Hoboken.
He was a good boy.
One runner-up line of the day, brought to you by BowDogFight.com.
We did that once. It was very funny. We got the girl on the phone, and she bit the guy's dick, and it was hysterical. He fucking yelled.
She could have been the star of the week right there. Tune into on TV Tuesdays and Saturdays for episodes of Bowdog Fights for all the mixed martial arts action you can want. Check out BowDogFight.com. Here's a runner-up line of the day. God, the mom is a sick one.
Yeah, you like that, don't you?
Yeah.
They had one cattle prod. It's got like 2 ends on it that 2 people can enjoy together.
Double dong cattle prod.
We keep shocking till the heinies meet.
Good one.
Very good. Laszlo, thank you so much.
Thank you. Tomorrow, Laszlo Show, 9 p.m. Eastern. And make sure to check out the GTA 4 trailer at rockstargames.com because the one on break looks all pixelated and shit.
Yeah, don't go there.
The high-res version is at rockstargames.com.
Huh? Very cool.
You'll be amazed.
With that, we leave you with today's line of the day.
Here comes the line of the day, line of the day.
Cramming more junk into mobile phones, and this one very frightening German gentleman showed me how they're trying to put breathalyzers.
Jew detector? Oh, it's a frightening German man.
How
That's right, it has a penny that it just drops out of the phone, and whoever immediately goes to get it, well, you got your man. I don't know if that was mine.
Okay. You got your man?
Penny jokes are timeless. I don't know.
All right, guys. We had a
greatest sound clip ever.
Lazo, thanks. Let's make it real easy today. We'll see you guys Monday. Peace.
2 old cocks. Anthony.
Hey.
Opie. Anthony. Opie. Anthony.
Lordy Lord. Lordy Lord.
Opie. Up yours. Anthony. Opie.
I'm over here. I'm over here. In now.
Opie.
Ah, yeah.
Anthony.
I'm over here now.
Opie.
Shut the hell up.
Anthony.
Oh, okay, terrific.
Those guys are fast.